Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Ken.
And today is November 18th, 2020, Wednesday.
Yes.
And today we're going to have some...
a little different. We got a couple people who want to call in. So this is just a talk, just an All-Star Touch Football League talk episode. Some people got some things they want to talk about. So this is just going to be...
All right.
We're going to talk about everything today.
Can you hear me in your headphones?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. But yeah, okay. What we have is like we're going into the playoffs, and things are kind of
end of the season's coming, like
looking kind of.
Well, for those of you who don't know, I guess there's a new email that was sent out the other day from Bill. Said fans are not allowed to stand on the sidelines anymore.
Yeah, talk about that.
I guess it's due to the new COVID requirements. Any fans, spectators, or family who come to the game have to stand in the end zones. Only the teammates are allowed to stand on the sidelines. Which I get what they're trying to do, but then again, I don't get what they're trying to do because then you're just gonna have a bunch of people on the end zone instead of on the sideline. So I get it, but I'm just letting everybody know no fans are allowed on the sidelines this week.
Exactly. Like, how does that change anything?
Right.
If you're changing where they're sitting, I don't get it.
I guess they're trying to spread everybody out and distance people.
Oh, so you're just gonna have people on the in the end zone.
Yeah, you're just gonna have a bunch of people in the end zones now.
So if you're gonna have like, I don't get it. I don't get that. I don't get that. No, that's not him. Yeah. So if you got even all right. So if people are sitting in the sidelines, fine. All right, fine. But if they're sitting in the end zone, what's the difference?
Right. They're
still at the field. You know what I'm saying? So it really, to me,
they're just trying to limit the amount of people that are close together.
I understand that completely. But yeah, it's him. Like it's him. So I don't know. Let's ask COWGILL. Wait. Let's ask COWGILL.
All right. Got it. Main ref. The best ref that was out there this Sunday.
Hold up.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Tim.
What's up, man? On the Barbershop Talk Radio, man. This is the first. This is the first.
No, he was on before.
Yeah. You know what? He did come on before.
He did come on. Second time.
The second time. All right, man. What's going on, man?
Not much, Jeff. What do you guys need to know?
All right. Let's ask him about that the whole thing, the email about people on the sidelines.
On the sidelines.
Okay, that was what we're trying to do. I don't know if you know the gentleman that runs the park. He comes to the football field a lot of Sundays. You'll see an older gentleman talking with Bill. He runs the whole thing. So they're all about the social distancing. So it was my idea. It was my idea for no fans to gather where the players are. I understand that they're going to sit in the end zone and things of that nature, and everybody's going to say, well, they're still near the field. We're going to try to keep them back away from the players. That's all we're trying to do. You know what I mean? Let's just suppose, Jeff, you catch a pass on GC Irish's sideline, and there's 6 girls sitting there. And all of a sudden you go into the crowd, and next thing you know, now you had interaction with the fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're trying to eliminate the league getting shut down is what we're trying to eliminate. Because if the league gets shut down now, we're done until next year.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
It does especially like the middle fields where you have the two games back to back. It does get kind of congested out there with the players and the fans, and It does at times.
At times. So you know what? I'm gonna need a all access ref a ref pass to film my videos, man. I record these games, not every game, but if I can't be on the sideline, then can I what?
Can I put a jersey on and be on the sideline?
I need to film these games. Like definitely my game. Like
what field are you on this week?
We're always on the Bill field. The Bill's always watching field.
Yeah, probably the same one as last.
I'm sure we're on that. We're on that field We're on that. We're on that field.
If you give me 1 minute to punch up that, and then I'll go to where I think you're at. Hybrids lost.
Yeah, there's a doubleheader.
The Braves. Believe it or not, you are on field 2 this week.
Oh, so you're in the middle.
Oh, okay.
You're in the middle. Now I'll tell you what I can do, Jeff. Is Kim the one videoing it?
Yes.
Have Kim wear a mask, and
okay.
I will allow Kim to video your game.
Okay. All right. I have no problem wearing a mask.
All right.
And if anybody says anything, I said it was okay, and I'll talk to Bill on Sunday, and she'll be the only one allowed. Everybody else will be in the end zone.
Okay.
I mean, there's going to be a couple people pissed off that the girls can't sit here and do this. Listen, for the next umpteen weeks of the season, there's 2 regulars and 3 playoffs. So for the next 4 or 5 weeks, we would like nothing better than there to be no fans there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a pain in the ass, and I agree with everybody on that. But we're right now just trying to get through the season.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand it. There is a lot of people out there sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I understand that. At times it can get a little a little congested at times, but
are you resting this week?
Yes, I am. I'm on field 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're not gonna be doing a Braves game?
Same.
No.
You were probably our favorite ref this season.
Yeah.
You were. You were actually into the game. You were watching it. You were, you're paying attention.
Yeah, that's the main thing. He was paying attention.
I would never throw any of the referees under the bus. Referees this year are getting a bad rap, talking to players in the tone that the players cry about. And what pisses me off, you take a team, and I know me and Weenie were breaking Ebert's balls on Facebook about being the biggest crybaby in the league.
Right.
Kim, you saw it because you put a couple likes or emojis in there, laughing and whatnot.
Yeah, I saw it.
But when players cry for 59 minutes of a 60-minute game, when they ask a crazy question, I don't think it's out of the norm for a referee to answer them like he would one of his friends. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
It's just, I try to be professional as I can until somebody gets on my nerves. I mean, it's just the norm for a referee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You try not to hold grudges with any of these guys, but
they do. Yeah, you can tell they do.
Yeah. So, I mean, it happens, and it is what it is.
Okay.
So go ahead. Yeah. What's the next question, Jeffrey?
The next question is, and I want you to be honest with me, as honest as you can. I know this is over, but honestly.
No, go ahead. Always.
In the Rock Bottom Camden game, what did you see? Take me through that play where
the final
the
play
last play of the game.
Mean?
Yes. Take me from what you saw. I'll say it like
I was
that.
on the line of scrimmage. TYREE started to roll to his left, away from me. When TYREE dove and Craig dove after TYREE, there was another body in front of the line, like on the line watching the play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I moved up a little bit to see where TYREE landed. When we blew the whistle, when Eddie Armstrong blew the whistle and said he had TYREE short of the goal line, he asked me, did Eddie cross the line? And my answer was, at what point? And Eddie said at the end of the play was TYREE in the end zone. TYREE's whole body was in the end zone. But as far as me seeing TYREE get tugged, where he got tugged, was the ball over the goal line, I have no shot of knowing that. And that's the same thing that I told TYREE and the younger kid on his team. I can't think of his name. They said, how can you make that call? Eddie made the call, and some people say it was a good call, and believe it or not, I will not throw anybody under the bus from Rock Bottom. One guy from Rock Bottom told me he thought that Craig tugged him short of the goal line. And like I said, I ain't throwing anybody under the bus. I thought it was a good call. Eddie Armstrong stuck by his call, and
so that was Eddie's. That was Eddie's call. That was Eddie's call.
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was your call.
No. Eddie made the call, said that he saw the tag, and believe it or not, Eddie would have a better angle than I would, because if you think about where Eddie was standing, Eddie was all the way on the outside. So
yeah. You were standing pretty much next to me.
Yeah, he was on the other side.
So I knew. I from what I saw, it looked like it was close. From what I saw, I thought he scored. But so I knew you didn't actually see the whole thing. I'm glad. Go ahead.
If I would have made that call, see, here's the thing. Eddie Armstrong made the call. And you ready for this? If I did anything, I would have went over to the middle of the field and agreed with Eddie's call. Because here's what happened.
Because you didn't see exactly what happened.
I didn't say it, but I'm not going to leave anybody I'm reffing with hang out to dry.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I see you seen how many flags I threw. I don't try to throw flags and say, okay, I got one against Rock Bottom. I'm going to have to get one against Camden.
Yeah,
I got two against Camden.
I
got to get two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You throw a flag on what you see. And if anybody out there wants to stand next to me, all they got to do is stand there and watch exactly where I'm supposed to watch. I'm supposed to watch from where I'm at down towards the line of scrimmage. So if you're doing that, anytime anybody passes you, that is the referee on the other side's call. Not his call, because we can make every call. You know what I mean? If I see something happen.
I thought personally, I thought that was Daryl's call.
His name's Eddie. The outside guy was Eddie.
Yeah, the line judge was Eddie.
Here's the only problem with Daryl making that call. Daryl is looking down at the call. The only thing Daryl said, Daryl did 100% say Craig tug TYREE. Okay? So
he
Craig
did. We all know he tagged him, but did he tag him before he scored?
And here's the problem. Eddie was, I think the ball was on about the 5-yard line. Just say.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie is looking towards the play at 5 yards. Darryl is looking down on the play at 10 yards. You know what I mean? I was looking from the line at exactly 38 yards because it happened all the way over by the other pylon.
Yeah.
And that pylon's 40 yards, so I know about where I was.
Yeah.
But Darryl said he saw a tag, and Eddie said the tag was short. So when I go out to the middle of the field, he said, "Did you see the ball cross the line?" I said his whole body crossed the line when I saw it, but I don't know where the tag is. Darryl said he saw a tag. Eddie said he saw a tag. Eddie said he was short. End of story. The guy's short.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Eddie said he was short, but you said his whole body crossed the line, but it was about it was about where he crossed the line. It's about where he crossed the line when he was tagged. That was the question.
Right.
And he said he was short. He said he saw the tag. He said and then some. So you guys basically pieced it all together from what each of you saw. Right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's how that tag came about.
Okay.
As far as the throwing of a punch, I thought 1,000% we handled that the exact right way. And the person that I commend for what he did afterwards, Cheeks was yelling at me that was bullshit. And I yelled, "You threw a punch." And he did. But you ready for this? Most guys ain't going to take it plain that simple. I said, "You got to leave the sideline." Cheeks walked up and sat with Bill.
Yeah.
Bill let Cheeks come back down and put his slippers on to take his spikes off. And Cheeks stayed up there the whole game and didn't bother anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
okay.
And if anybody else throws a punch, you're not going to get the same outcome. You're not going to get the person to say, "Oh my God, let me go sit up there with Bill." You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it all happened in a split second. He got hit with an elbow, and the second guy got caught.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. All right, hold on. Hold on. Go ahead. Tyree. Tyree, go ahead, bro. Yo, Kogel.
Hey, Kogel.
Tyree's on. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up,
I got
buddy?
a question. And this is where
Hey,
everybody.
Ty, real quick, I got your 25 too.
Oh, sorry. I talked to Bill about it. It's all good. But now, what I'm saying is, how long have I been playing in this league? And this is for everybody. How long have I been playing in this league? For like 15 years, right?
Yes.
You ever seen me throw an elbow?
Well,
silence.
To be honest, last year you hit Bam in the mouth and cut his lip during the championship game.
It was
you
an
remember
elbow.
that?
That was an elbow too. That was an elbow.
No, Ty. I didn't say last year you hit him with an elbow. What I saw was this: Cheeks came into you, and then he moved back a little bit and threw a punch. Darryl came over to me and made the comment. I said, "What did you have?" He said, "I had a double foul. Tyree threw an elbow, Cheeks threw an elbow, Cheeks threw a punch." That's when I yelled to Egan. I said, "The clock is stopped," because I had the clock. The clock was stopped. Both players got a personal foul, and Cheeks is out of the game for throwing a punch. And that was what we had. I wasn't going to sit there and argue with four different people. Bam came over to me as the player representative for Camden and asked me what we had. And that's when Darryl said he had a double personal foul. But Cheeks, I saw Cheeks throw the punch. I 100% saw it, and that was that.
Yeah,
so as far as
Did I bump him at the top of the route? Like, did I try to knock him off course? Yeah, absolutely. But I have no reason to throw an elbow at anyone. Like, that makes no sense.
Ty, I understand that. And this is the point I'm trying to make to all these guys that cry about holds and things of that nature. Ty, you know as well as I do, when I'm on the line, let's just say I'm 8 yards off the ball. If there's contact at 8 yards, there should be a penalty. If two guys are going downfield, and I'm just saying, just say somebody else's quarterback, and I'll use you and Butch from Camden. If you and Butch are hand-checking each other down the field, if the ball's in the air and you're still hand-checking, I'm not calling a pass interference on somebody when the other person's doing it too. You know what I mean?
Right.
As far as a hold goes, on the line of scrimmage, if you're running away from the referee and the guy's holding you, how am I supposed to say it? Darryl is the deep guy. He's got the people running towards him. He don't have the people in my sight. He's got who's ever going deep. And as far as the Eddie Armstrong, where he's standing, he's watching the quarterback, because in a game like that, you know somebody's going to try to take a shot at one of the quarterbacks. Whether Camden takes one at you or somebody from your team is rushing and tries to hit Egan. See, if you take, just say the Braves are playing the Ball Hawks, you almost are guaranteed that the quarterbacks are not going to be pushed after the throw. It sounds crazy, but you can almost guarantee it, which gives the line referee the freedom to turn around, see a tag, see a possible hold, a pass interference short, something like that. You know what I mean? But in a big heated game, you got to admit, what did you say to me on the sideline before your game even started when Woodscolt was still playing? Didn't you make the comment to me?
Watch the holding.
There's going to be a lot of holding today. Right or wrong?
Yeah,
So,
every single one of my players walking around with capes. But everybody got capes as jerseys, but no flags being called. Everybody's jerseys ripped and torn apart, but no flags.
And you ready for this?
Come on, somebody got to see something.
Well, the one where the guy went deep, I threw the penalty. I watched Bam hold him, and his shirt got ripped on that one. As far as I don't know the white. You have two white kids on your team. The one plays defense. Don't laugh. It's the truth.
It is.
The other
I'm
one
sorry.
plays offense, wide receiver.
Yeah, he's
you
good.
said, Mark, okay, on Facebook. I know you were breaking my balls, but it's funny. When you said he got pushed, Ty, how am I going to see that? If you take a wide-angle shot of that, there was at least 3 people in my sight. And it happened, Darryl is in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, Darryl got to see that. Like, Darryl's he's such a great ref, man, but I feel like he'd be bullshitting out there. Like, you got to have, like, Darryl. Like, he's a great ref. I mean, I'll never knock him or nothing, but, like, I feel like he'd be lunching out there. Like, he got to be
Yeah, I agree.
And you ready for this? What comment did I make on Facebook for you? You threw a dead perfect ball that hit Mark dead in the chest, and he dropped it.
Yeah, he should have called it.
Right
but
or wrong?
You're getting pushed from behind. When you're waiting for the ball, and then you get this sudden jerk from behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of.
And here's the problem.
That was
If
Val.
you look at that, there was somebody else there in the end zone with Mark from
Val.
your team, and of course there had to be somebody from Camden. You know what I mean? So
Look at Val.
Yeah,
as far as
it's all over and done with now. But like at the end of the day, like we pay you guys a lot. Y'all gotta be on your game, man, for everybody. You know.
And I
like someone's got to be at the front pylon on that side as well. Like either you guys gotta split the middle of the end zone, and maybe scurry to the back, scurry to the front. But there's no way that a play like that should come down and no one see nothing near a pylon. No one.
All right, now you ready for this? Think about this one for 1 minute. Let's just suppose I put myself, as the play's happening, I put myself like moving more towards the middle of the field to try to see something, and now there's two guys behind me, and you throw the ball behind me. You know how you got like the front and the side, and Darryl has the back and the side. Yeah, like you both just split the end zone. Like I know it's not like unorthodox from what you normally would do, but there has to be a referee at both pylons because that's too close of a play, too close of a game for the player, a ref at the goal line to not see it cross at all. I agree.
Exactly.
I agree with what you're saying. Here's what we normally try to do. If you look at a just say a 4th and 20. You'll see both referees, and I'll signal to the other referee. Just say it's Darryl. Stay here with me, and then drift back. You know what I mean? Like if you're going for a Hail Mary in the front of the end zone, we don't need anybody at the back. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
How many games ended up, let's just say in the past 10 years, how many games ended up with the quarterback diving with a player that close ready to tag him?
I mean, not many times.
There's probably
not many
not
times.
3. So for us to anticipate that, that's almost unheard of. You know what I mean? And like Buck said, Butchie from Camden said, there's got to be, you got to have more eyes on this. Okay, so and I'm going to use it as an example, a softball umpire gets $50 now. We get, if I'm not mistaken, we get $50 a game now. And it was 40 for I don't know how long. So if you added just, say, another ref, there's no way that people are going to be able to afford playing.
No, I know.
You know
I agree you can only go with 3, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's unorthodox, but just think about it. If you guys just split the end zone, just someone is at least close enough to the pylon. Like you said, Darryl was 10 yards deep. Maybe if he was 5 yards deep,
And here's the thing. Now, if he stays 5 yards deep and splits it, and I split it, what happens if somebody gets either bumped and you look and now he's out of the end zone, you throw your hat, or you don't see the person step out of the end zone? You know what I mean? Because on a play like that, how many people are standing in the middle of the end zone? Like I said, I had 2 guys directly in front of me on the line. I even moved up a little bit when you started to scramble. You know what I mean? You're in a catch-22 right there, because if Darryl moves up and you scramble and throw the ball behind Darryl, and the guy catches the ball but they push him out of bounds, now you're screwed because Darryl should have been on the back of the end zone line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it was a great game. It should have never came down to one play.
It wasn't. It wasn't a case of one play, but it just sucks that it actually did.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't want to sit there and. The first thing I didn't want to do, I didn't want to throw Cheeks out of the game. I know Cheeks well, and here's the thing. I know, like, other than the 2 new teams in the league, I know 99% of these players. And I know shit happens out on the field, and people get heated, and Jim Weenie gets on people's nerves and things like that. But at the end of the day, everybody still got to go to work Monday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah. Man. Hold on.
Tyree, do you feel like you got cheated? You feel like the refs cheated you in that call?
Don't ask him that.
Why?
Nah, they ain't cheating. Nah, not at all.
Don't ask him that.
Like you said, it came down to one play, but it wasn't a case of one play. Like we had match chances going that game. But
that's it, Tim. You're not allowed at the field this week.
You're taking away my sideline privileges.
Your sideline pass is revoked.
Hey, Ty, I'll take over this radio show. How do you feel about no fans being allowed on the sidelines near the players? Not that you guys get an overabundance of fans. At
everybody's game. That's the new rule.
Fans have to stay in the end zone.
So, I mean, that's fine. Whatever. Like, I mean, as long as we can play, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Rob doesn't have any fans.
He told me we just come with like 8 deep. We good.
Yeah.
And that's. I mean, there's a lot of teams that don't have anybody come, and right now, that's a good thing. That's a real good thing.
Yeah, I mean, if they can at least come, if they can stand in the end zone, like that's will be cool. But if they weren't allowed there at all, I mean, even that would be. It is what it is. Like, we're lucky to be out and playing right now.
And
that's a fact.
That's the same thing me and Bill talked about. All right, any other questions there, Jeff?
Hold on. 1 second. Yeah, let me add. Let me hold on. I'm gonna add. Shit. Who should I add?
I think somebody wants to say something to you. Go ahead, Johnny. Don't you have something for COWGILL?
Yeah, man, we got to get Nick out of here. We run our cone play. This guy's like, you need 2 feet in to score a touchdown.
Listen. I have to laugh because of what you said in the beginning. I will talk to Nick about that, and I'll guarantee you he has a different side to that story. Because I never heard of a ref in our league saying you need 2 feet in any time.
He's on the sideline sleeping.
Actually, I think so.
Well, and you can't tell because he got his glasses on.
Yeah, he's over there sleeping. It's 30 degrees out, snowing, and this guy's got sunglasses on.
Whether he said 2 feet or sleeping.
Yo, Cheek, you're on, yo. We just added Cheek, yo. Tyree, Cheek's here. Cheek, Tyree's here. Let's squash this nonsense, man.
Yeah, he didn't mean
Cheek,
for them
I'm sorry,
both.
man. I ain't mean to throw an elbow. I'm sorry, man.
It wasn't intentional.
Man, it's cool. I never hit you with an elbow. You knew me for a long time. I never did that dirty to you ever.
It was an elbow. I wouldn't have reacted the way I did if it wasn't no elbow. It was
it wasn't intentional.
To the chest.
Did I try to jam you and knock you off your route? Yeah, I did, but I wasn't trying to hit you with an elbow. Like, it ain't that deep. Feel me?
Nah, but it just came up to the face area, and that's when I react. I mean, that's just my natural reaction. I ain't no hard feelings. I mean, it is what it is. Game over. You know, I don't want no hard feelings.
Well, I know not to jam you on Sunday.
Nah, I'm just saying, as long as you stay away from the face, you're cool.
All right, cool.
Hey, hang up on Eber before he gets these guys yelling.
Nah, they're not gonna yell, bro.
Nah.
Ain't no.
This is the peaceful mediation.
I said hang up on Eber.
Johnny, you said you're crybaby, Johnny.
Yo.
Izzy.
Oh, yo, hold up, COWGILL, before you bounce. All right, since you got that out the way, now I had another issue. Well, not me. I didn't have an issue, but Terrence Mack, you on here, bro?
Yo.
Okay. Now I wanted to ask you, COWGILL. Now, what was the rules with the overtime rules? Now, can we get into that real quick?
Yeah, what happened with the
It's only one overtime.
I'll explain it to you.
It's only one.
When we left the Deptford field, Bill wrote it up as spring, as the winter, and summer league. In the winter, it was one. It was one overtime. What Bill forgot to do was take out the 2 overtime rule, because everybody's got to realize that there's other games after. You know what I mean? Just suppose that the first game goes into an overtime. If you played unlimited overtime, you might be there till 10:30, 11 o'clock on the first game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was partially my fault, and it was never Ralph Pepino's fault. Ralph went over and asked Eric Perrone what the rule was. Mm-hmm. Eric Perrone said, if Bill remembers, we changed it to each team gets 1 attempt. So you get 4 downs and your extra point. Now, in the playoffs, that has to be decided on the field. You know what I mean? It has to go unlimited overtimes because somebody has to win.
So what? It should have been two overtime, two possessions.
Nope. Each team gets 1 possession. That is the rule. That is it.
Okay. So all right. So they got it right then, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess there was a miscommunication.
So in the playoffs it's unlimited, but in the regular season it's one possession.
Because in the playoffs you have to have a winner, and regular season you don't need a winner. It just ends in a tie. And let me get to clarify this to everybody in the league who's listening. If Ralph Pepino quotes a rule 99% of the time, he's correct. Ralph is on the rules committee, just like Eric Perrone's on the rules committee, and just like all you guys that ask for the rules that never read them, you should probably read them. And if you find one that is misworded, bring it to our attention, so then we can tell everybody what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
okay.
My only issue with Sunday's game. My only issue with Sunday's game was we were told that entire game 13-0. 13-0.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know who on your sideline. Here's the problem. When Larry was standing there and I yelled, Larry, which way do you want to kick off? Eddie Armstrong walked over and said, "If I think it was 14-7 at halftime, either 14-7 or 14-0, because Money caught an extra point, and if everybody remembers, Bate caught one falling down to the ground. They got both extra points. I don't know who was saying 13. It was not one of the officials.
Money scored the touchdown.
The first
back
extra
of the end
point
zone,
was also
on the other
Money.
side of the field. On your side of the field, in the back of the end zone, Money scored a touchdown.
And Money also got the extra point on the first one.
He did not. Kogel.
Listen, the score was 14. That we know, 1,000%. See, Eddie does not write the score down until after the extra point is completed, and one of us yell, "It's good" or "no good," and then Eddie writes it down. It was 1,000% 14-13 when you guys went for one. And the rules state,
which we thought it was 13-13. Then we were told.
I was keeping track.
Then we were told
they definitely had 14 points.
It was
14 points.
And here's the rule. Here's the rule, so everybody knows this. When you say you're going for 1 point, that is the end of the conversation. You're going for one. If you're going to change it and go for two, you must use a timeout. If you don't have any timeouts, you are now stuck with going for one. That's why you'll hear me from the sideline yell, whoever the coach is. Like, if JT's quarterbacking, I'd usually yell to him before I'd yell to Larry. How many you want to go for? Tyree, I ask you every time. Just like I ask Egan and a couple other guys. But that is the rule. And I can also tell you this. The next time anybody runs off the field to ask Bill or argue a question with Bill, I'm throwing as many flags as I have in my pocket. And you'll be going for an extra point from the other team's 10-yard line. Because that was annoying. And everybody's got to agree to that.
I agree. Yeah, you should be running the bill. I agree. The refs should be able to handle it.
I mean, the refs should know the rules, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They should.
Yeah,
that's my thing. Happen in your game. Like,
y'all control the game for real. Like, Bill's just the commissioner. Like, he's not there to lay the balls down. Like, that's why y'all are there. You know what I mean?
People run the bill when they feel like they're being.
But if there's a discrepancy,
when they feel like the refs don't know the rules.
There was no discrepancy. The score was 14.
But on our on your behalf, but like I said, if we had a discrepancy, we went to someone that we thought can handle it. Whether you guys were right or we had to be told that we were wrong, though. Like to tell us that we can't go talk to the commissioner, that's a bit of that's weird. Like, how you gonna throw a flag for us asking?
No. Well, let me ask you this question. Let's just suppose in college football or the NFL, do you ever see the head coach run up into the stands trying to find somebody to talk to?
But this is not the NFL. This is the All-Star Touch Flag Football League with the commissioner sitting right there.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens if Bill wasn't there? What were you going to do? Ride home and call him?
Probably.
Like,
and make me sit there for another 2 hours?
Wait for the loss? Why wait for the loss to come, and then be like, yeah, this happened, and then we find out that it shouldn't have happened, and there's no way to reverse the game. So yes, ask him right there in the heat of the moment, and then we live with that outcome. But you don't fight another day after you got kicked in the mouth.
Makes sense.
I hear you.
No, it don't make any sense whatsoever. The referee said 14. That's it. It's the end of the conversation.
But that's not what we were even talking to Bill about either. We were talking to Bill about the fact that we couldn't move the cone back to go for two. So like we were led to believe that it was a different sport. It was all misunderstanding anyway. That's how we took it. But like I said,
yeah, it was all misunderstanding because I yelled what the rule was. Listen, I never claimed to know every single rule, but when I'm right, I'll let you know I'm right.
Terrence Beck, did you guys not have any timeouts left, or were you not told that you could call a timeout and go for two?
Honestly, I don't even. To be honest, I don't think we had any timeouts left.
No, you didn't. But here's
this is what I was understanding. This is what I took from watching from the sideline. That the ref on your side of the field was telling you that they only had 13 the whole game. He was sitting there telling you guys that they had 13. So that's why you guys were under the impression that you guys tied the score and were only going for one to win the game, not to if you went for. I'm sure you guys would have went for two if you knew that you guys only tied
and that's
the game.
Why I did when it is. I'm sorry, when it is over, at the end of the day, it wasn't like. No, we have to keep protesting the bill. You know what I'm saying? It was a legit misunderstanding. But that's what I'm saying to Kogo. If we legit knew that we were going to tie the game, no one's going for a tie, at all.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Right.
Exactly.
Oh, no, I get that. And that's why when I yelled to JT, what do you want to do? And he said, we're going for one. And then I heard somebody else. Matter of fact, I saw Larry say, let's get this extra point and put them out of their misery. I'm like, I don't know where that came from, but the score is 14-13. If you get one, it's a tie game. You know what I mean?
But you know where that came from because they thought they tied the game already. They were only they thought they were winning with the extra point. That's why.
No. I get that. I understand that now.
They didn't realize that it was still down by one. because they were being fed bad information. They were being fed bad information by one of the officials in the league, and that's why I understand why they're so upset, because you can't. If I ask you to score, at least you should know the score. Every ref should know the score. Every ref. I don't care.
And you ready for this? According to that ref, he never once said 13.
Of course he didn't.
Oh my gosh. And that's the same ref that missed the flag. No offense.
Yeah.
That missed what?
I mean, why would everybody on that
No
team? Come on, Kogel. Come on. Let's be honest now. Now, why would they go for a tie? Why?
See,
why would they go for a tie?
Oh, I have no idea. To be honest, no idea. I couldn't answer that question
because they were under the impression that the guy, they thought the guy on that side knew.
Well, let me ask you this
about.
question: if we announced the score at halftime as either 14-0 or 14-7, wouldn't you remember that?
I mean,
not we're constantly being told 13, 13, 13.
Well, I don't know who told you 13, and you got to stop saying it was the ref.
The official did.
Because I was there when he told
Eddie.
The other zebra told him
Eddie's
13. No, I don't think it was Eddie. I think it was.
Well, it was Eddie, Darryl, and Kogel on there.
I think it was Martin Luther King mustache.
So Darryl.
Yeah, I think it was Darryl, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to point any fingers.
The white guy or the black guy?
Martin.
Kogel.
I'm still here.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
As many years as I've been playing in this league, and seeing calls go one way and getting calls called on me, I've never argued to the point where you guys got upset. You know, like you call your call, I'll say my piece, and it is that. But in that situation, I've never been in that situation before where we like I said, we were told one thing, and then the way it plays out, and it's like, oh, we played for a tie. It's like, no, that's not what we wanted to do.
And see, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I will tell you 1,000%. You guys were told at halftime, and I can't remember if it was 14-0 or 14-7, but you were told 14, not 13. And I know that because I was standing right there. And I asked Larry, what way do you want to kick? And Larry said, we'll kick on this way. Because if you remember, you scored in the opposite end with, I forget how much time was left, to be honest with you. There might not have been any time left. Because I think right after you scored and got the extra point, we went to overtime.
That was the last play of the game.
I do know for a fact at halftime you were told 14. Eddie had the score written down, 14. So I don't know where you got 13 from. The one that made it 14 was Bake caught the ball, and not one person argued that the ball hit the ground. And
he told you where he got the 13 from. The whole prospects told you where they got the 13 from. They got it from the official on their side. It's 13. It's 13-0. Yeah, it's 13-6. No, it's 13-7 or whatever the case may be. But I'm saying he was giving false information, and that's why they went for one, because they thought that was the game winning point, not the game time point.
Oh, I mean, listen. Like I said, I am not disputing any of that. Yeah. I just do know 1,000% that they were told at halftime the score was 14.
All right.
See, Coco, we kind of look at you as like you're in charge of the rest. So, like, when anyone has a problem with the rest, it seems like everyone comes to you and you go handle the rest, because they kind of don't listen to anybody on the field sometimes.
And they got nasty attitudes at times, and I understand sometimes some people deserve it, but at the same time, not everybody deserves that same negative energy that they're feeding back at you. But whatever.
I'm not Larry.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not Larry.
Yeah.
I didn't curse you out.
Didn't you ask what down it was? He told you to ask your
I'm not
quarterback.
Maurice. Like, I didn't do anything to you. Why are you coming at me like that?
You asked what down it was.
Right.
Yeah. It's just like, come on, man. But whatever. I'm hearing the bash the rest. I just wanted to get some of these things that happened this week.
Was on people's chest.
That was on people's chest, and actually had some official answers for it. So,
the rest respect you and they listen to you, and you know what I mean, like that. I don't know. Maybe you can go in.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, listen.
They definitely built. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
You cut into 1 hour of my sleep time by calling me and asking me this morning here. So you're losing penalty yards this week.
All right, I definitely appreciate you, bro.
Throw the flag on you.
I definitely, man. I appreciate it, bro. And
thank you.
I thank you. Go ahead, go to sleep.
No problem.
Yo, Johnny, you had a discrepancy. Go ahead, Johnny.
Anybody got anything
I know you want to ask Quibble something. So go ahead.
I'm good, man. Go to sleep like the rest of your refs do.
Charlie Murphy.
That's Charlie Murphy.
Matter of fact, I'm doing the line this week. I hope you got a different center. All right, listen. I'll talk to everybody later. Cheeks, I'll see you, bud. TYREE. Good job. I'll talk to everybody during Sunday's games. See you guys.
Man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
All right, pal. Later.
Thank you. All right, that's COWGILL.
Who is out?
COWGILL out. Yo, I think we got
answers to some questions.
Yeah, man.
He admitted he didn't see the play in the CAMDEN game. He admitted it, but he admitted he didn't see it. But he left it up to the people he was working with.
But I also thought that it was his call that called that. I thought he called that.
He did.
No, he said he didn't.
He called it off of what they told him.
No, he said that Nick called it. Or whatever his name is.
Nick told him that he saw the tag and COWGILL made the call.
I think he said Ted called it.
Ed.
Oh, Ed. All right, my fault. Okay. All right, and all right. So we got who we got left? Who we got left? Yo, all right, yo, what we? All right, all right. Let me ask.
Can y'all even hear me on here?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Oh, that's Aaron, guys.
Right.
Aaron from the Ravagers. All right, so how do you guys, Aaron, since you're talking, how do you feel about the playoffs? How you feel about the playoffs? Let's ask you that right now. What you think about?
Yeah, I want to think about that too.
It's all bullshit. You can have you know how the playoffs is. Any given Sunday when it's playoff time. The worst teams put up a fight and everything. So Camden can lose against Steel City this week, and then Camden's in the A. Like, come on, that's crazy.
That's why it's called a playoff game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but come on, Camden's gonna run all through the A. It's dumb.
Well, hold on.
Go ahead, Johnny.
My biggest thing on.
Oh, that's Sarah's. My bad.
My biggest thing on that though is bro, we all come out here to play football. When this whole league was even presented, it was supposed to be the 12 best teams. Regardless of what level you think you coming in here at, you got to play everybody. So for people to complain about, if they lose, they got to get dropped down, evidently that shows they didn't belong where they were if they lost. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I agree with that. I totally agree. If they lose that game and they get dropped down, that's on them. Whatever happened, they didn't have enough guys. I agree. I agree with that. I kind of like the playoff setup he has this season because it's forcing teams that don't want to move up. It's kind of forcing them to play against the better teams like the Phillips Stakes and, you know what I mean? It's kind of forcing them to play in the top playoffs.
But there's no reason there's only 4 elite teams.
So
go ahead, Aaron.
So give me this. Name an A team that could beat Camden or Rock Bottom. Besides Phillips State. Besides Phillips State.
Not this year.
To the host of our radio show, we're a very good A team.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. You're right. Not this year, bro. I told you, bro. I gave you your flowers.
No, Kim. You picked the Panthers to beat us, Kim. That's crazy.
I did not pick the Panthers.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yo, yes, you fucking did. Yo, I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, I did not. I said they could. They could.
No.
I didn't pick them.
The Budweiser, man. The Budweiser.
It was the Budweiser.
Yeah.
When she drinks, she starts talking crazy at times, yo. For real. Like.
Yeah, you guys deserve. You earned your elite card.
But you guys are definitely
Steel
different.
City
man.
lost theirs, but you guys earned it.
You guys are definitely different, and nobody's fucking. Nobody thinks that you guys don't belong in the elite.
Exactly.
You guys might be. I mean, shit. I don't even know. Like, you guys got the second best record in the elite. I mean, it is what it is.
Well,
you guys
deserve. Man, it's an asterisk next to that tie. The tie wasn't our fault.
I mean, that's why I know if you guys knew what the score was, you wouldn't have went for a tie because you would have beat Steel City. That means you would beat every elite team in regular season. So I know you guys definitely wouldn't have went for a tie.
I mean, who would have? Like you said, like who would? But all right. I mean, I know the elite guys don't really care about the
But they do.
don't care about the playoffs. It is what it is. But let me ask you, Johnny, how you feel about it, bro?
After that performance we had in our second game, I don't know what to think.
Yeah, you used up all your energy in the Braves. That's all.
I mean,
Braves were out for hybrid.
Grosso makes that team.
I think if Grosso played, I think it would have been a different story. But I mean, I don't want to come up with excuses. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, excuses work for me.
Wait, how many players was y'all missing in the second game?
We didn't have Grosso didn't play either game, and then we were missing two other players. But
here's the thing, though. Ever, like, stuff like that don't matter. Like, you missing other DBs and wideouts. Like, yes, it's important, but this is a throwing league. If you don't got your number one at quarterback, then it's hard to win.
Yes, absolutely.
You're telling me, man. You're telling me.
Whoa. And if you're missing two of your top corners, that makes a difference, too.
I agree, but I've never seen someone go to a shoot around with no arms, bro.
Yes. Agreed. I mean, you're having a problem now. You can have all the receivers on the field you want, but if you don't got a quarterback, like,
don't matter.
Thank you.
Don't matter.
Imagine Julio Jones playing with Mark Sanchez, bro. It wouldn't matter.
For real. That's a fact, yo.
Carson Wentz.
Yo, or even Carson Wentz. Like, Julio Jones playing with Carson Wentz, then Julio Jones ain't Julio Jones. The quarterback is the most important position in the league, man. Period.
In this league, absolutely.
If you don't have a quarterback, you really have no shot, and that's a fact.
Hence, Ravagers and Scott was hurt the damn whole fucking season.
I don't know about that because you still did have K-Sizzle, and then you guys pulled Jim off the
retirement
out the trailer park.
Hey, yeah, you're gonna need my new quarterback alone.
Yeah, you guys are terrible.
No, I'm just playing. You guys pulled him off the couch, which is cool. But
he got new sweatpants and all for it.
It is what it is. I'm not teasing Jim, but all right, take TYREE off. Take TYREE off of rock bottom. What are they?
Bottom. Rock bottom.
Nah. They're not. They're not rock bottom. They're not the same
rock
team.
Bottom. Like they'll literally be rock bottom.
They'll be called rock bottom, but they'll be rock bottom.
TYREE is the star of that team. He plays both sides of the ball.
All right.
Off the
See,
team.
listen, Camden's got Egan. Camden's got Egan and Bam. But
Egan and Bam.
Egan
That's
and
a blessing,
Bam.
though. That's a blessing. It's not their fault. That's a blessing.
True, but if you take them off the team, if you take their starting quarterback off the team, or even Bam off the team, what is Camden? You can have all those athletes and no quarterback. And what are they? They're
no.
just
As long as
basically
Egan and Bam are, you know what I'm saying? If Egan's not there, Bam is a number one still.
Exactly.
They still got
number one.
Butch too as a number 3.
Yeah, Butch. I was gonna say.
Butch is an athlete that can throw too.
Larry, you're on too.
Oh shit, Larry's here. Okay, we got yo,
brother.
Larry. What's up, bro?
What's up, everybody? What's going on?
Where's Sean?
Yeah, we don't know where Sean is.
I don't know. Sean's in the trailer.
Where's Sean?
He's supposed to call in.
Is that Terrence over there?
Yes.
What's
that
good,
is.
brother?
What's up, my man?
Johnny Ebert, Tyree, and Aaron from the Ravagers. And then somebody else. I don't know who the 631 number is.
Oh.
They're on. They're live. They're talking.
Is that Cheech still here?
Holy shit! Wow.
Yeah. You just missed COWGILL, bro. We just grilling him about a couple things that happened. So.
Oh, I wish I heard what he said, man.
Yo, Jeff.
You know.
Yo, what's
Jeff.
up?
It's Mark Lewis. Guess what? Braves still suck, bro.
30
Just saying.
Dirty Mark.
Yo, what's up, Mark?
Harris is 100% correct on 2 things. 1, you're men out there at the end of the day. You go play football. And 2, you ain't nobody without a quarterback. Larry knows from firsthand nothing against. But before JT came, they were competing. But once they got JT at quarterback where he belonged, they've been on another level. So he's 100% on both of them topics.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was those topics, bro? What was those topics?
About if you don't have a quarterback, you ain't going to be nothing. Like you need a quarterback to get to that next level. And they were talking about the playoff brackets. It's not fair to if Camden loses, they go down to the A. At the end of the day, it's Sunday football. You're all men. Play football.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, agreed, man. Agreed.
I agree.
I mean, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if they lost or won. Shit. I'm just saying for
Aaron's the only
everybody
one that
else.
had a
Come on
problem
now.
with it. I mean, Aaron's the one that don't like it.
Because I ain't got an elite team.
Like the B and C division. If you're playing in B and C division, guess what? Go home and sit the fuck up. Might as well just give him 10 pounds when I'm still on the sideline chair.
I gotta finish the season, bro. I gotta finish the season.
We got Val too. But Mark, that goes for your Irish. I know you're retired this season. I don't know if you're coming back, but without Dalton, they're struggling out there without Dalton.
Exactly.
As soon as Dalton shows up, they're beating the ball hogs. Like they're struggling without Dalton.
Right.
I was there. You don't have Dalton. And Jeff, if I remember, Jeff, you were the first person saying Sean's better than Dalton. Sean's better than Dalton. There's no way in hell you could see it from now on. Sean is not better than Dalton.
Ooh,
right.
Sean has been off his game this season.
Stop that talking. I love Sean. Stop that talk.
Okay. Or whatever. You can feel that way. I still feel like Sean's better than Dalton. Okay. I do.
Where has Sean been?
He lives in North Carolina, and he's still been there more than Dalton, who lives up the street. Okay. Let's not get carried away now. Dalton lives
let
up
me
the
ask you a
street.
question. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who won, Irish or Braves? Who won?
No, that was not with Sean
Okay.
there, bro. I mean,
The
whatever.
Braves were
You
strong.
guys didn't have Dalton there
We
either.
didn't have Dalton.
I know. Bro, you guys won.
Okay,
you know what? You guys won.
You had
You guys
Jeff in
won.
the game. Like,
You guys won, but I had to play. And I mean, I don't even play, dog. So, I mean, whatever. No
Listen,
excuses. You
that's
guys
why
won.
you really fucking lost, because you had to play.
I think I
I'm
played
sorry.
pretty good.
It's been a while. I haven't talked to any of you guys. I had to run my mouth a little bit.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Why aren't you playing? On some real shit. Why aren't you playing?
Because I coach football, so it was an ultimatum. It was either coach football or play football. So I'd rather coach than play.
You're being a positive role model in the community. Volunteering.
Take your season off.
Okay. I can commend you on that, man. That's a good thing, bro. Teaching you how to play. You're a good man.
Larry.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
One of these seasons we're gonna have to have a retirement.
You've been saying that for years, Mark.
Listen. Ask Lindsay. Lindsay already said you're almost done playing, so it's coming soon, buddy.
My girl told me to stop playing on Sundays. I said, woman, you better watch who you're talking to, man. I had football before I met you. You know what I mean?
I'll get Melissa to bring a fucking tranquilizer needle home from the hospital and stab you with it.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Since the playoffs are right around the corner right now, let me ask you, Larry, how do you feel about the whole top 8 playing each other and being separated? What do you think about that?
Well, first we got let's give them their due.
Well, they're going to play us anyway.
Round of applause because he has his team is awesome. He does deserve a round of applause first.
Shut her mic off.
The prospects reign.
We play them next week. I can't wait. But if we're still
I mean, I think the top 8's pretty cool. I mean, you can't beat that. You know what I mean? I do think some things will settle. You know, I think the Ball Hawks will win out, and the Panthers might, they might drop down. But when I was looking at that picture, man, I like the way it looks right where it was. But you can't look too much because everything's going to change. This week's going to change everything.
Right. There's still a couple of teams that have 3 games left. A couple of teams that everyone else has 2 games left. So yeah, it's definitely the standings are going to change some.
Well, that goes from that week 1 bye some teams had. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as a whole, as for the prospects, do you feel like playing it's almost like an extra game instead of everybody being separated from the rip, like rock bottom Camden prospects being separated from the rip. You guys are basically playing an extra playoff game.
But it doesn't guarantee their spot, though.
But it doesn't guarantee you being in the elite. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You have to earn that title.
So say that you guys play. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but say you guys play. I don't know, the Ball Hawks.
Right,
say you guys play the Ball. Say you guys play the Ball Hawks.
They'll play us.
Yeah, it'd be the Ravagers right now. If the playoffs start now,
okay. All right, so the Ravagers. Say you guys play the Ravagers, and you guys have this awesome season, and then you guys lose. Now you're in the A playoffs. I mean, even though you guys basically got the second best record in the league. You know what I'm saying? So do you Aaron doesn't think it's fair. Do you think that's fair, or do you think that it should just be like
elite is the elite,
the elite is elite, and the A is the A?
No, I think it's absolutely fair because it's football, man. Like just being able to compete. That's the best thing about this. There's going to be games you win against teams, games you lose against teams, but at least we get to see each other every week, week in, week out. But bro, let me tell you something. The last time we played Ralph, because the prospects played the Panthers this week. Last time we played Ralph, bro, ask Terrors. It came down to the last play of the game for us to win that game. Anybody can win at any time, and you want those upsets. You want that for teams,
That's what makes the league.
Larry, you remember 5-6 years ago when
5-6 years ago? Come on now, we're talking about this year. Larry's not 5-6 years ago.
Team level stay down there. Top 2 teams in the A would always move up to the elite playoffs. Always. That's how the playoffs always used to be. So
I mean,
difference to it. And if that's how it's going to be, if you're going to lose and you guys and Camden has to go down and play in the A, well then tough shit. It's man on man.
I'm just saying, if we're talking about Jimmy, Jimmy quarterback in the Ravagers, you can lose to Jimmy any given Sunday. Given Sunday. It can happen. Yes. So that's why
very good time clock.
Listen, no,
I'm just saying he's a veteran,
I was telling Aaron that, like, bro, Jim, you guys have a shot to beat some of these elite and name teams.
He gets in his own head, but that doesn't take away from his skill, though. He psyched himself.
They can beat. I mean, I'm not gonna say they can beat any team in the league, but I mean they could. Honestly, like
no, we
could.
I mean, I think this is his best talent he got at wide receiver, besides when he had Manny and Kevin. Yeah, but I still think we're better than Manny and Kevin. And he has
I wouldn't.
What? Kevin got shut down by Sean in the second half, the whole second half. And I didn't play defense.
I wasn't talking about Kevin. I wasn't talking about Kevin. Manny.
It's Manny's good. Like, I never really watched him play, but I mean, everybody's like, "Oh my God, Manny's great."
Yeah, Manny. I think Manny's been a good pickup for the prospect.
I've only seen him like play one or two drives. I've never really like watched him play too much.
I mean, they've been.
Except for with Jim, that one game that you guys played the Patriots.
Every time,
that was all Jim had.
Every time I watch him on the prospects, I mean, just glancing at their teams, I see him scoring. Like I mean, I'm not saying he's a field stretcher or anything like that, but he's a solid, really good player.
Okay. That's just asking.
That's what I think.
Everybody has like such good things to say about Manny.
Well, the worst thing for Manny is every time he played in that league, Manny was either the best receiver on the team or he had to go and play quarterback, which I feel like once the best receiver goes to quarterback, who are you going to throw the ball to?
True.
Yeah.
True.
So when Manny finally came to the prospects where he has a quarterback, he gets the only play receiver, that's the Manny that we need.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, every time I see it, he's catching the touchdown. That was a good pickup for you guys, man. That definitely was a great pickup.
Out there.
But
yeah, he's a very humble man too, bro.
And he's a fucking quiet guy. Like, he is a humble dude.
He definitely is humble.
I think they already beat fucking Rock Bottom and Camden.
That's what I said.
If prospects,
if they knew that if they were going for one and they would tie that game, they would have never went for one, because if they beat Steel City, that means they beat every elite team this season.
Well, I mean, yeah,
bro, that was bullshit.
That was corny, dude. Like that was corny, bro.
Even if it wasn't Steel City, though. Even if it wasn't Steel City, like no matter what game it was, no one's going for the top.
It doesn't matter. You don't cheat. This is what I didn't understand. Why they said you couldn't change if you're going for two.
He said you had to call timeout. That's the rule. You have to call timeout.
Listen.
But when I'm getting false information, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, I've been playing in that league since I was like 17 years old. To me, the rule was, if you, like, say you want to go for three, let's say you call three, and you see that three is 15 yards away, and you're like, no, I don't want to go for three anymore. I want to go for one. No, you can't change it. But if you go one, and then you declare that you want to go for more points, that's when you can move that cone. That's what I was told. That's what I've always witnessed.
Yeah.
I agree. You should be allowed to go for more, not less, but more. Yeah. Especially in an overtime game, like.
So it's basically like, if you say it, you can't change it. Is that what they were trying to say?
Yeah, because they already said one.
I just feel like it was biased, bro. Like they like the same thing with Ralph running out on the field saying, "Nah, no second overtime." Like the entire fucking field was ready to have that second overtime.
Yeah, we were on
Ralph,
the sideline. We thought it was going into another overtime too.
I thought it was.
But listen to this though. But listen to this though. And our league is pretty much based off of a mixture of NFL and college rules, right? So when you go in the NFL on college rules, or NFL and college rules on extra points or 2-point conversions, when you decide they line up to go for a extra point, it's 25 or 23 yards away. If you audible out of that to go for a 2-point conversion, you got to go 15 yards. But if you switch it around and you decide to go for two, right, which is 2 yards away, and then you switch it up and decide to go into it for a field goal, if you can't audible that up in enough time for the play clock, then you have to call a timeout. So in our league, they pretty much mixed it to where if you're going for, if you say they ask you what you're going for, and you say you're going for one, then once you decide that and they drop that cone, it's set in stone. You have to call a timeout because they got to move the cone.
Yeah,
it's
Val,
just a fucked up situation because it's a mixture of rules.
But Val,
there
Val,
was a discrepancy with the point.
Like the entire game, we were under the impression that it was 13-7, right? So let's not even say that. Also, like, to go back to your field goal thing, bro, I can line up for a field goal, and my kicker can end up throwing the ball for 2 points, regardless of where the ball was lined up for me to kick it, regardless how far I'll run back and then run back into the end zone. It's still gonna be worth 2 points, bro. So our biggest thing was why would we go for the tie?
Yeah, bro. It just
why
would
he even think that's what we want to do?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's a mixture of the rules. You get what I'm saying? So when they mix in college rules and NFL rules, and then a mixture of their own,
than NFL.
Well,
and
Ralph,
then the other thing, NFL, bro, it's 1 foot. There's more college than NFL. NFL is 2 feet. It's 1 foot. There's no NFL rules in this league, bro. It's more college than NFL.
True, I agree.
No, because if you catch an interception and you fall on the ground, you can get up and run. But in college, you can't get up and run. You can't advance the ball.
I agree.
It's true.
Ralph, is it more college or is it more NFL, Ralph?
Oh shit, Ralph's on. Ralph, you're on.
Oh my God! Yeah, what happened to common sense? First of all, it's more NFL, and Val is right. Listen, you say you go for one, they set the cone. You gotta call timeout to change. If you don't have a timeout, you can't do it. Number two, anybody. Okay, I don't know what's going on in that game, but here you go. Okay, I'm the quarterback or I'm running the team. I just scored. Yo, what's the score? What's the score?
Exactly.
You're right, Ralph.
It's 13-13 or 14-13. You guys just go, let me go for one because this ref said it was 13. This other guy's got 14. You want to blame the refs? Blame the refs. All you got to do is say, what's the score? Does anybody not score at the end of a game and go, what's the score? Right? And
Ralph,
the guy would say,
we were definitely out there. That the entire league heard us asking what the score was, Ralph. It was a
Larry, I don't care what the entire league said, Larry. Larry, I don't care.
The score.
I don't
they said they
care.
asked
You asked the ref before you.
But Daryl wasn't the ref who had the score. You got to ask Eddie. Eddie is the ref who holds the score.
Yeah,
so
right.
that's the person who you ask.
Val, what I'm saying to you is, if Egan scores, just say half the team.
No, I'm agreeing. What I'm saying is, when they asked the score, they were saying earlier in the conversation, they were saying that Daryl said the score, but the person who has the score is Eddie. So he had quote unquote he had the correct score.
My point is,
if I ask Kogel, if I ask the ref, what's the time? They'll say, check with this person. And that person is the person who has the time. Just like somebody has the score. And Eddie was the scorekeeper for that game.
Nobody was able to account for that second extra point, bro. Nobody was able to account for that. That second extra point, I still believe did not happen because I have no recollection of that. So whenever
Larry, when you scored your first, you guys were losing 2 touchdowns to nothing. We say, right? When you guys scored your first touchdown, okay? When you scored your first touchdown, you go for 1 or 2?
We went for 1.
Okay, and then you go, what's the score? Did you say what's the score after that to Eddie?
Oh, absolutely.
For anybody?
The entire sideline, our sideline, including the referee, had 13-7. The entire sideline.
Hold on. Okay, so you guys think it's 13-7. You go down, you score a great play by JT. You score with no time out, no time left. All right? Yo, what's the score? Did you ask what the score was then?
Ralph, I'm telling you, when we scored, it was a tie game. So when we were going for the win.
No, you assumed it was a tie game. Do you think these referees make mistakes in this league? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I ask every time, what's the score? They go, okay, one ref will give me one score, one ref will give me another score. For
Ralph, all I'm telling you, bro, is that there's plenty of times, even at the Steel City game, I was asking for the time of the game, and all 3 of these motherfuckers were simply ignoring me. Like, ASTFL, bro. This shit is crazy.
He's like, Kogo's like, I know for a fact that Larry knew what the score was at halftime because I was standing right there when he was told. I wish he was still on because he did say that.
Listen,
no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm not saying somebody told you it was 13. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you scored a touchdown, okay, who's setting the ball? Listen, what's the score? 13-13. Okay, we're going for 1. Now, Pat Barr's team, hold on. I was right in the end zone. Pat Barr's team look around and were like, what are they going for 1 for? Don't say nothing. Okay, so Pat Barr's team thinks it's 14. You guys think it's 13. It's common sense.
Hey, but
Stop blaming the refs.
Ralph, we're getting way too into this because all that simply needed to happen, and I hear you guys, the rule is the rule. Bro, just pick up the cone and just walk back 5 steps and just let us go for the win.
Larry.
No,
here's the thing. Now, you guys are all spoiled in the league. You complain about the playoffs. You complain about you should pick up a cone. That's not what it is,
Nobody
dude.
has that.
Larry, you sat in the basement with me, Bill, COWGILL, and Eric. We sat there for 2 hours going over these friggin' rules. Nobody's going to come and try to say, oh, well, we're cheating a prospect, we're cheating this team, we're cheating. Nobody's cheating any team, dude. There's refs make mistakes, yes. I don't know. Was TYREE in? You could have said TYREE was in, yes, and you could have said TYREE was in, no. It was a close call. You guys, it's coming down to a couple feet. I don't know. I'm on the other side. I sponsor Rock Bottom. I want TYREE to be in, right? But that's a tough call. It's in real time. Everybody's juiced up in the game, and you got guys this guy tagged him here. You know who knows? Probably TYREE. And the guy it Tugum. That's the only 2 guys who know because the one ref's in the back, one ref's over there, and Eddie's the closest one. They all have bad angles, okay? It's all about the angles where you are. Because when a guy flips the ball back and you go, well, that's obvious, but the ref's all the way over there, if he don't see it, he can't call it. That's how you play it, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
if nobody saw him,
I'm going to put my formal appeal in for that rule because that may be the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Move the cone back 5 feet.
What's dumb?
Anybody can take 1
Larry,
second.
When the ball's set in the NFL, it's the NFL rules, except there's one rule. It's not NFL.
Yeah, brother, NFL
play.
has a scoreboard, and I'm telling you, not even Steel City has a recollection of who scored that second extra point. Nobody can bring it up. Because they didn't score it was 13-0 at halftime. I don't know what coach
man. I was watching the game. I had 14-0 at halftime.
There you go. He has 14-0. Listen,
I was watching it. They was about to go up. They was about to go up, and then y'all stopped them with the interception.
You guys. So Larry, you don't know if it was 13 or 14. Is that correct? You don't know.
No, we
don't know.
We were under the
on the
impression
extra point.
It was 13-0.
What happened on the extra point? What happened on the extra point?
Oh, I can tell you the first extra point, man. I can absolutely tell you.
What happened?
It was a 5-yard out, and he caught it. But there's no recollection of any second extra point. I don't know if TYREE saw it.
The second extra point was TYREE Baker. He caught the ball. I was standing right there, dude.
Yeah,
he caught the ball on the second extra point. It was 14-0, and then they got the ball before halftime. They didn't score. You guys stopped them. So it was 14-0. You just admitted to me. So then you guys were wrong. So what are we fighting about, dude? You guys pick and choose anything to fucking fight about.
Because whether we were wrong, the referee on our sideline had the wrong score as well.
Okay.
And it was a split-second decision of, like, we're not going for the tie. Nobody goes for the tie, Ralph. We were absolutely 100% going to go for the win as we were marching down the field.
Well,
no matter how we had to do it.
You don't have to tell the ref. You don't have to tell the ref.
I don't know. How do I know if you're going to go for a tie or not?
We're going to go for the win. But you
can
tell the ref.
You're going to go for
we want to go for the win.
Knows. It's not the refs. It's not the refs' job to say, "Yo, guys, you're only down 1." It's not their job. It's not their job to say there's 5 seconds left. There's 10. It's the job of the coach, the players, whatever it is, man. Now you just admitted it was 14-0. So you should have said, "Hey, listen, it's 14-13. We want to go for the win. We want to go for 2." And guess what?
Wait, you're saying I admitted it was 14-0?
You just said he scored the first. You just said the first extra point he scored on an out. The second extra point, TYREE Baker scored.
I hear what you're saying. We all remember the first extra point 100%.
Okay.
Nobody
in the second extra point, I was in the end zone. TYREE Baker caught the ball in the field. That's 14 then.
But,
okay, that's 14.
All I'm saying was it was a split-second decision. I get the rule, but
Larry,
it was.
Larry, nobody's got a time. You don't got a time limit. You don't got a time limit for the cone. You could have said, "Yo, he's got 13. What do you got?" Eddie has the card. You're asking the wrong guy. Just like when you guys rush it in. You can't ask the other guy, he's over the line.
Hold up, Ralph. Every official should at least know the score. At least. I agree. I can understand about the time, but each official should at least know the score.
Okay. They should. But not everyone does. Not everyone does. Listen, Ralph Sims. Ralph, who's got the first thing I said, who's got the score in the game? I'm keeping the score. This is what I'm saying. You guys come out there and you take everything for granted, and then when something goes wrong, you like to blame the ref. Listen, are the refs the best? No, obviously not. They're collecting money, dude. Some shouldn't be there. I agree. I got some bad calls through the years. I got some good calls. It all works out. But to sit here and have a show about a call on a ref or they stink, or I ran out the field. I tried to tell you guys.
That's not what this. No. That's not what this show is about.
I'm not saying, Steph. I'm not saying you so much. I'm just saying in general how people. I mean, I hear it all the time. These on Facebook. These refs suck. Who is going to ref when they're done playing ball? Here, is there anybody here who want to ref?
Me.
I want to.
All right, but nobody else is. All right, Jim's going to ref.
I'll ref.
All right, well, there you go. But you'll see how hard it is because it ain't as easy as everybody thinks.
No, it's not easy.
Saying?
I know. I do know.
Right, we're sitting here on Facebook. The refs suck in this league. The rules suck in this league. The league suck. The league's been around for 28 years.
I hear in dodgeball tournaments that we play in, man. That's just common. Right. That's normal,
Okay, it's normal. But listen, like I said, Larry, you're with me. We sit out. I don't care who wins the league. Do I want Rock Bottom to win? Absolutely, every time. But I try to be fair. I want to keep this league going. Here's what the thing is about this playoffs. Okay, 1 plays 8. I don't know what people are crying about. Jimmy gets on. He's calling me. He's crying about it. Jimmy had it great for years. Jimmy had it great for years. So did Lou from Colonial Diner. You know why? Because I was asked to help out for years ago because everybody else couldn't handle it because they always had an agenda. Like I said, if you don't think I'm fair, whatever. But here's the deal. So I said to Eric and Bill, we got to do something because this team don't want to go play elite. They don't want to go, and they run and they kill the A division.
Yeah.
So he put 1 to 8. Okay, the first 4 teams who win, they're in the elite. The second 4 are in the A. Now, everybody, I agree. Okay, it's an elite league, whatever. But we want this league to expand. So let's go 9 to 16. So everybody has an extra 2 games. Do we want the Washington Township League and the Balboas to drop out? Absolutely not. Bill Cincinnati does not care who wins the league. He wants the league to be fair, and he wants some kind of so everybody's happy, and we have another 34, 32 teams, which we probably can have.
But saying that, you said it's whoever wins run through the A. All right, so when it's said and done, Still City plays CAMDEN. Well, a team runs through the A because they don't want to go elite.
No, that's elite.
All right, but say this. All right, Still City plays CAMDEN.
It wants to run through the A.
No, I'm not. I'm not crying. I'm giving it a real agenda. Still City plays CAMDEN. Still City beats CAMDEN. You don't think CAMDEN's going to run through the fucking A?
Well, who cares? What do you want? Everything to be fair in life? Not as fair in life.
But you just said teams don't want to go. Teams don't want to go to elite. So you have this playoffs situation.
Listen, the Ravagers. You guys should have beat Camden if Scott was. You guys might have won, right?
I told you if Scott was working, yes, we should have.
No, it came down to a drop ball in the end zone. That's Scott's arm worked. It was dropped. Exactly. That's all.
I told Jimmy the same thing. Jimmy, your defense is great, dude. What are you crying about? You can actually win.
Scared.
Listen,
I'm not scared. I want the competition. I rise to the competition.
Not you, Jimmy.
No, Ralph, no, he doesn't. Ralph, no, he doesn't. He's scared. Him and Jim are scared. They don't want to play. They don't want to play.
I'm not scared, bro.
Yes, you are.
Who am I? I'm not scared of anybody.
Aaron's not scared. He tells me all the time he wants to step up. You know what I mean? They got a good team. They got a good defense. You got to get. Listen, you got to.
But I don't believe that.
I think this playoff round makes it interesting because all right, the teams that are lacking their players and don't show up in regular season, everybody shows up in playoffs, and it's it can be like a same thing, like the Washington Township can turn around and win the A because all their people showed up. You never know.
What'd you say?
That's what they lost every game regular season, but they turn around and made it to the championship game. Why? Because everybody showed up.
I think that the Ravagers can compete with any team in this league. That's including Camden, Rock Bottom. I think they have
Phillips Stakes,
talent. Silk and Phillips Stakes. I feel like those teams are legit, man. And they just gotta believe it. Like I don't know. I believe it, but they have to.
No, that's the thing. You wish you were up there.
I wish.
I don't care.
You know what?
I'm gonna play regardless.
We're trying to get up there. So if we can win these last 3 games, and hopefully, this is no knock on you, Larry, or nobody else, but if we can win these last 3 games, hopefully we can get in that top 8 and then compete for an A or an elite. That's what we want.
Okay, post the Charlie Murphy button.
Yeah, Sean.
Your quarterback, Ron, man, he's a former prospect, bro. You know, there could be some blood there. You know what I mean?
Yo, man, Ron's a fucking Ron, man.
I didn't know Ron was
my guy, man. Ron,
he's a good dude.
Ron.
That's my cousin.
Oh,
yeah,
for real?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Ron be balling, man.
He's got dedication.
Ron, man.
And he's got drive. You can't replace him.
You cannot win a game with 3 drop touchdowns. You can't.
No.
I mean, literally just dropped.
And that wasn't anything Ron did. That was just.
Yeah, all he did was make a perfect pass. You know what I mean? You can't you can't win like that. So that's Ron's definitely been great, but.
Well, maybe Ralph needs to put you in the corner.
We're finishing the season. I mean, we'll finish the season. We'll see how things go. But guys, listen, Larry, Terrace, like we are going to try to beat you guys. I mean, I know we've had a down year.
Everybody to show up for that game.
We've had a down year, but we still are going to try to compete and beat you guys.
That game is circled on the calendar. You best believe it is.
We are going to compete and try to beat you guys. That's what it is, man. I mean, just same thing for the Ball Hawks and same thing for the Balboas. I mean, it doesn't always work that way, but we're going to try, man.
If we have to pay for Sean's plane ticket to get back here for that game, we will.
No, we won't.
Let me know if you need money. I got you.
It's cheap in COVID.
I don't want any excuses.
Yeah, he gets back here and spreads COVID. I don't want that.
Yeah. He's wearing a mask.
But listen, I like it, man. I like the way I like the playoff setup, man.
Makes it
I do.
Interesting. But then again, like it doesn't. If you lose in the first round, you're not out. You still have a chance to compete for something.
Exactly. I think he should just change the name of it, though.
Well, there's always whatever. There's always two or 3 teams that are going to get screwed. But listen, I didn't call in to scream. Like I played for Larry and Terrence. I like them guys, man. If my rock bottom team don't win, I really want them to win. I'm the one that told Larry, yo, I was quarterbacking for him. We got close. I said, listen, JT's better than me for your team because everybody gets beat. So I told Larry that. But I'm not here to – I'm just saying you guys got a good team. Larry did a great job. He always told me I wanted to get up there. It took him a long time, and he did it. And he's got parents there. He did it, and he got a good quarterback. JT's running the league. But what I'm saying is instead of – listen, I know things go wrong. It's in the heat of the moment. I got a problem with that. What I'm saying is, it's a great league. Let's not ruin the league with bullshit. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Everybody's been in this league for a long time. You know, everybody's been in the league for a long time. So I had fun playing. And when Bill asked me, and he asked Steve, I actually asked Steve to come over and help us because he ran softball leagues. And Eric's great at making a schedule. I just want the league to keep going because eventually I'm not going to be playing. I think Bill wants to give the league up soon, and Stevie will run the refs. Eric will run the thing. But I want everybody's input in the league. And if the mistakes are going to be made, yes, they're going to make. But we have to stick together as a league to make our league strong. I'm not saying you got to like everybody. You know what I mean? I mean, there's Rock Bottom Canyon. That's a great game. That's a great rivalry for 20 years. You know what I mean? Nobody don't have to like anybody on the team, but just after the game, let's have respect. Let's just leave because this is a great field that Jeff got us. And we're supposed to be out of there. What I'm saying is we're supposed to be out of there by 12:30. So we decided to be Eric, Steve, and Bill, but Bill had a lot going on, so he wasn't really there. We decided that one in overtime, a chance at each team, because if Rock Bottom game, you start the quarter at 12. Now, this is what happened. We had it at Deptford years ago, and people were complaining because I had Eagles tickets. I know, with the COVID and everything, but who knew?
Yeah,
so we made it. Let's just have one because we don't want teams standing on the sideline for 15, 20 minutes. That's not a good situation. Trust me. I've been around for a long time. So we're not here to screw anybody. We just want to keep the league. It's a great league. I mean, it's a great field, and we want to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying for you guys, you young guys.
For president.
Yeah, right. But anyway, I'm just saying, it's fine. But if you have a grievance on the field, just call timeout or whatever. Take it to the refs and let the refs go to Bill. Because let the refs go to Bill. Everybody calm down. Don't scream and yell at Bill. He's 74. He's like, ref, I can't take it no more. So that's why we're trying to intercede. That's why I'm trying to intercede and get at, and like people are like, Ralph, you're just a player. I don't even care. I'm not even a player really, but I'm just trying to help Bill because he has nothing, left in his life, so he enjoys the league.
Well, Kogo said the next time somebody goes and takes it to Bill, he's pulling every flag out of his pocket and throwing it.
He said he was going to throw it. He said he was going to throw a flag on me for running on the field. So
I saw him push you off.
My only issue is, in all honesty, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I've had calls called against me. I didn't do that or whatever, and I'll let it go. But I'm gonna be very honest, man. 90% of the times when there are major calls against the prospects, they always go the other way, bro.
Same with the Braves. Same with the Braves.
You see what Cheech said last week? I can't even emphasize more. They came into the league, Camden, and they got into a big fight. I'm not even going to get into it. And they were thrown out for 5 years, and they got all bad calls all the time. And he said, "What? You got to fight through it." Now they get the calls. They're an intimidating team. They intimidate the refs. That's what they do. So you know what I mean? Eventually, right? Listen, but I'm not saying I don't do it like they're gonna beat you up in a parking lot. Don't get me wrong.
I'm joking.
I know, but I'm saying prospectors. Larry tends, and listen, I think Larry's funny. He's funny, but he tends to needle these refs. And I used to grab him, Larry. I've been playing in the league. I could talk to these refs, but Larry, he has 60 minutes. He wants to go up. That's great, but you're not going to get the calls. I tell TYREE all the time, it's Ty, if you're going to sit here and you're going to bang these refs, just think about it. You're not going to get calls. I got thrown out of a freaking co-ed championship game. I was playing with TYREE. Asked the guy because he didn't know the rules.
He's on here. TYREE's here.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, if you want the calls, go to the ref and go, get him put aside and go, listen, this guy's holding me at the line, man. Can you please look? If you embarrass them, they're human beings. They're never going to give you a call. That's all I'm saying.
I think we should have some more funds coming from the league to Barbershop Talk Radio for more videos because it puts everybody on the map and you can see everything, with these refs. So,
sure, well, Jeff does a good job. Jeff does a good job for the league, and he and everybody wants to see their stuff on TV, YouTube, and it's a great thing he's doing. But like when you come on this radio show, people say stuff and they get offended. Don't get so offended, man. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Jeff and Kib's doing the show. I mean, they get caught up in the moment. Everybody does, but I don't think they're evil. Like, he hates this guy. I don't think he hates anybody. I mean, if he's got balls, I won't be making no records or whatever he was doing. You know what I mean? But he's a grown man.
Ralph. My only thing with the refs, I do think we got some great refs, man. In other leagues, like, believe me, we got some good refs. It's just our refs are very immobile. immobile refs.
Yeah, sure.
You got to move around to try to get the spot, to get the view. If it's coming your way. We don't got many refs to do that, man.
Nah, you're right. They're out of position. The games do. Look, these games are fast, man. These games are fast. I mean, it's hard for these refs. And I listen. I got no problem yelling, screaming at a ref. I've done it too. So after the game, they maybe go, "Hey, listen, man, it was a tough game. I'm sorry or whatever." And so just thought, I'm just saying, get on their good side. Maybe give them an extra $5. I don't know.
No, that's Ralph is dropping all the jewels. He's dropping all the jewels, man. Now I know how Ralph gets all his calls. He intimidates the refs and he gives them extra $5.
Listen, I play for the Panthers, man. The refs love this. We get every call. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just saying, man. Listen, it's a great look at the two games. You had the Prospectors, and they were down 14-9. They tied it up. TYREE's game and they came down to the last game. I mean, hey, and Philly Stakes. If Anthony Grasso's quarter, man, they're tough. So, when you got if Jimmy Weenie, wears shorts and high socks, I think maybe he can pull off a win instead of them stupid sweatpants he wears. But. The Ball Hogs also. The Ball Hogs are a good team. Jeff, if you get everybody, you're still good. So everything's up in the air for the next 2 weeks, which
Ralph,
what we want, man.
Just so you know, man,
yeah.
It's the prospects, not the prospectors, and it's the Ball Hawks, not the Ball Hogs.
I don't, Larry, you should know me. I don't call anybody. Ask TYREE if I call anybody by the right name. I don't call anybody by the right name, Larry. I call my team.
Prospectors and the Ball Hogs.
He calls JP PJ.
That's right. I always got his name wrong.
Yeah, you got JP's name right now, but you call him like PJ or something.
I don't call my sister by the right name.
Ralph, you graduated in what? Like 19? What did I say?
No,
you graduated like 1980?
I graduated in 75. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not right, but whatever.
Well, I think the biggest game out of the 2 weeks, though, the biggest game out of these next 2 weeks has to be PHILLIPS Stakes versus CAMDEN.
Absolutely.
No. And the Braves versus the Prospects. Can't forget that one.
Well, only because what that can do to the seeding.
The Prospects.
Ravagers and Steel City, because we could put Steel City in the B. We win.
You could.
Wow.
Definitely could.
Wow. Yeah.
If PHILLIPS Stakes,
that's kind of like the nail in the week.
All Hawks win. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You're right. You're right about that, Aaron. That's cool. But we suck, so I don't expect to beat anybody. We don't.
Yeah.
It's not our year.
If PHILLIPS Stakes beats CAMDEN, though, we jump to number one.
Yeah. Yes.
Man, I just hope that it falls the way it's looking right now. That would be sweet. You know what I'm saying?
You like the way the wind is blowing right now, Larry. Yeah.
I know.
So you want to play?
Look, if the top four wins, the top four elite wins, it looks like CAMDEN plays rock bottom that second round. So that'd be sweet.
Yo,
knock one of them guys off, man.
That's what I was talking to somebody earlier, and I said,
"Oh, god damn."
CAMDEN will play if CAMDEN plays rock bottom in the second round. That changes everything. It does.
Oh man,
that changes everything.
That's crazy.
It would make it interesting. You know what I mean?
Yes, it would. Yo, that's Aaron. What I say, bro.
You was right.
What I say, bro. If CAMDEN plays rock bottom in the second round, that changes everything, dog.
It does. Absolutely. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose. Somebody stays up. Somebody stays down.
So that means everything because you don't have to go through.
But for that to happen, it's going to be crazy because we got to see prospects in the first round of the playoffs.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that you would have to go through rock bottom and CAMDEN.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. They're like,
let them dispatch each other, bro. Like, let them finish each other.
Boots. Like, we don't want to see the prospects. We don't want the prospects.
Yeah, right.
No, not the prospects. Yeah. He's got the
fourth best D in the league, man. We got the fourth best D in the league. We good.
He didn't say that.
He said it without saying it.
Stop, guys.
Yeah, but how many elite games did y'all play though?
We played the top three. Well, nah, y'all.
They almost beat
we
Camden.
played
They had Camden
Rock
on the
Bottom
road.
in Camden. We got to play Still City this week.
They got smoked by Rock Bottom. They had Camden on the ropes, and then
they lost to a drop catch in the end zone.
and they're about to play Still City, and I don't think they played you guys.
That's it. Yeah, we don't play.
Yeah. Each how can I put it? Each team that's not declared an elite team only had to play three
City.
elite teams. Yeah. But then you had like those other teams that are almost elite, like Phillips Stakes and
Ravagers. And
I thought what happened to the Ball Hawks?
They don't have enough people.
So they don't have enough players.
The thing is, though, no, it's going to change for the Ball Hawks, though, because a lot of the Ball Hawks players, they play in, like, other leagues. So now that league is over, play more league, you'll get Tyler to come back, you'll get Amir to come, and as long as Tom Graf shows up.
Well, they're not coming this week, are they?
It doesn't matter.
They just won a championship and play more.
In case anything happens to our league, if it gets shut down, can we finish this at like some farm somewhere? You know, can we figure this out?
Yeah, we said that last season. The COVID, it never got
could happen, bro. It could happen anywhere.
That's what Larry said. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish the Braves again. Hey, I don't care if we have to play on a farm.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
happen,
man.
It could happen.
I can't knock you guys. You guys are definitely having a good season, man. A great season. But it is what it is.
I don't know. With or without.
I'm just saying, if TYREE doesn't have to play DB and it can only play quarterback, then I'm taking Rock Bottom.
I agree. I said the same thing, but I also said that.
Hey, I'm saying the same thing about the prospects, though, bro. If JT can just play D-back, same thing.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of focus away from JT, just as well as TYREE, just as well.
But it takes a lot out of you too.
It takes a special person to play at a high level on both sides of the ball, bro. Yeah. Like that's crazy to do that, man.
If you think about it, TYREE and JT, they are kind of the stars of the team. They play both sides of the ball, and they kind of are the stars on both sides of the ball. Like
the prospects go as far as JT takes them, and the Rock Bottom goes as far as TYREE takes them.
Yes.
And it is what it is.
If Rock Bottom has the same players that we played against when they were at full strength, I got Rock Bottom. And they had
I don't know, man. I don't think there's any team in the league. I mean,
what's the tall guy name
Camden
again?
Is just a bunch of veterans, bro. But prospects match up well against Rock Bottom, bro. We match up well, if not better.
Well, against Rock Bottom, yeah.
I don't know. I think TYREE got lucky.
I wouldn't say it was luck. No, I wouldn't say it was luck. But I do feel like
there's no such thing as a 10-point win luck game, bro. You can't control that game. There's no doubt.
TYREE had to play DB. I feel like that changed a huge trajectory of that game.
Yes.
All right, give him 7 points then.
Agreed.
Right, you know what I'm saying? TYREE don't play D-back. Let's give him 7 points. We still win. What's up?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, I'm not negating the win.
Take away the fatal. But take away the tag on Manny when I clearly touched his hip and we still won at 14-12.
There you go,
yeah, but that's the shoestring tackle, my man.
I hit his whole hip. He knows I hit him. It wasn't a shoestring. It was a hip tackle. I didn't hit his shoestring. It was his hip. And
I'm the same, man.
I'm just saying, it was so close, man.
Manny didn't think it was close. He smiled when I asked him. I said, Manny, did I touch you? He smiled.
He didn't say no.
Listen, TYREE, I do think you got him, absolutely. Because I tried to play it off. I was running down the sideline with my hands in the air, screaming at the refs like you're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they gave it to us.
That changes the game too. You know, now you guys are winning. Now, you know, now we're down. You know,
yep.
It is what it is. It's over. We'll play again.
All it takes is that one call to change the momentum of the game.
Oh, bro, the referees were absolutely throwing PI at prospects. Bro, I think that it was 4 penalties to 0 against Rock Bottom. Maybe 5 penalties to 0 on the prospect. It was black.
Wow.
What refs were they? Where it's like that big.
No, Rob, we can't blast the refs, man.
No, they're on your field.
I mean, I'm just saying because
Same field you always play on.
Listen.
Same ones that you have the problem with Marie.
There's no way in hell one team committed 5 penalties and the other team committed none. There's no fucking way that happens. None.
Well, technically it is. Maybe the team was really doing something. Like,
come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on.
We already talking about. But listen, we're already talking about the referees not calling flags. Now they're just going to start throwing phantom flags.
I'm not saying phantom flags, but I'm saying.
but we're talking about they're not throwing flags. Now we're saying that, oh, come on, it got to be something wrong. No, maybe the other team was committing fouls.
You can't say that because you get mad because you're like, I want everyone to play fair because we play fair. We don't hold. We don't play dirty.
We try not to do that stuff. We try not to. That's a thing that we try not to do.
Yes.
But
so you get mad that other teams don't do it either.
I'm not saying if they don't do it, but I'm saying like. So nobody was offsides that game. Nobody went early that game.
Well,
nobody was holding that game.
They don't call
but
offside.
That team was doing everything wrong, and that team was doing everything right. I just don't see it.
They never call offsides. Never. Not this season.
All right. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not bitching about the refs. Fuck them.
So
win the game. That's all.
So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like with the integrity of the game, you know what I'm saying? Like so there was a situation like you said, TYREE legit touched Mandy, right? Legit touched Mandy. The call was missed. We scored a touchdown. The very next drive, I'm at defensive back. I break on the receiver and push him, and they call pass interference. The same ref that missed the tag called a pass interference call the next play. So it's like take for tag. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about those kind of calls.
Trying to make it up. Trying to make up for it.
Yeah. I'm not talking about those kind of calls. But like legit, what happened? Like I'm never gonna let what happened on Sunday go. That was by far the craziest thing I've ever experienced.
I agree, and I probably wouldn't either. I mean, if I was you guys, I'd feel some type of way too.
You can call me for pass interference all day. Yeah, I might say no, I didn't do it that way. But I've never seen a ref say, you know what, you're right. Let me pick up this flag. You didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't argue those calls.
Has anybody
super obvious like the way that went Sunday? I'm just like, come on, man! Like somebody got to do something.
I'm not trying to cut you off, bro. But has anybody ever played in the basketball rec league where they got that like little scoreboard with the clock and
oh man, that'd be a good idea, bro.
That would be perfect in this league.
One for each field.
Where you gonna get the power source though?
So,
you have to be. You have to be solar.
Man, you gotta go old school. Use the thing that like you flip it over. You flip the numbers over on the.
The one from the team. But like, not like I think like a scoreboard, like a small scoreboard with the clock, like I've seen them using like rec league basketball games with the clock, so everybody can see the clock. And
but you're gonna need the power source. I said you're gonna need power.
I mean, like the biggest thing about Sunday is too, like, not that we really care about the money, but that's big money implications as well. Like from being like a tie separates you from the number one seed, all up to something that was out of your control.
Yes.
Like it's money, a trophy, and the first seeding. Like too much tied into that one game.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yo.
I'm just saying, bro, even with the overtime thing, bro, the entire field was ready to play that second overtime, except Ralph.
They were all lined up.
The only
was lined up. Your team was lined up, and Jeff.
No, because I thought it was the second overtime, but I was wrong.
No. But their teams were lined up. Steel City was lined up. The Prospects were lined up, and COWGILL had you and who'd you play against? In the middle, doing the coin toss. You and Johnny doing the coin toss in the middle, and everyone's looking around like, what the heck is going on?
Because they said captain, and they were like, the first overtime's over. But the other
teams
only
didn't know what was. Yeah, they didn't know.
But which is fine, man. I
but
get
now
it.
we know.
That's
one
the rule.
overtime.
So that's the rule. It's one overtime.
In all honesty, we got to stop calling it a tie. You know, like yeah, on paper it's a tie, but if you're a prospect, you're a player, that's a loss.
It's a loss, bro. Yep.
Yeah.
It's basically a loss.
Stop it, guys. Stop. Now, come on, guys. Come on. Now, you guys are being real hard on yourselves.
You're talking about your Savages game.
Listen,
that was
but listen,
we were up.
Listen, you got to look at it. You got to look at it.
You know what a loss is? We're up by double digits, and we get a tie. We get a tie. We get a tie for two. We get two personal fouls. We get a tie. The game is canceled for two personal fouls. Merce gets kicked out of the game. He interrupted the game. Fine.
Suspended.
But we end up getting a tie for that, bro. Like, we're up by fucking 14 points. Like, we got a tie for a game we're winning by double digits.
Slim, if we don't lose that game in Phillips Stakes, right? We don't lose that game in Phillips Stakes. Let's just say we're undefeated going into that Steel City game, and we lose that game does not take us away from first place. That tie knocked us down an entire seed.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It definitely does.
Yeah, right.
It goes from playing, and don't get me wrong, I love Ralph, but it goes from us playing the Panthers to us playing like, okay, we have to play against the Ravagers now. Like, we got to play.
Right.
It's not over, bro. It's not over. It's not over. You're right, bro. I get. Yo, that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing about how they're so how things were just so nonchalantly, hey, that's just a tie, the game's over in my game. But I understand every game matters. Now we're looking at the standings, we're at the fucking bottom and we can't even get into the A, but
you got a tie on your regular.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got a tie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just I understand exactly what you mean, bro. Because every game fucking is so huge because there's not that many games.
Some people say regular season doesn't matter, but it does
everybody
matter.
said regular season doesn't matter, but seeding does matter. It matters for your matchup. It matters for everything, bro.
Easier,
like,
hard, your championship, your playoff.
You're trying to find the easiest route to a championship, and that's what the regular season is. Everybody, the easiest route to a championship, and that matters.
When you're
right,
there's no easy route to a trip when you're in the elite.
It's only 2 games. It is.
Yeah, but
you're good enough or you're not.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's easy because that's the case. Everybody.
Well, now it's 3 games.
Yeah, now it's 3.
Technically, because you got to earn the right to get in there now.
Yeah. You got to fight for the right.
5 years ago. 5 years ago, we had like 10 elite teams.
Wow.
And people were still upset that they were losing to the Bandits. Oh, we don't want to play elite anymore. Oh, we keep losing to Rock Bottom. We don't want to play elite anymore. Now we're losing to CAMDEN. We don't want to play elite anymore. To the point where it's 4 teams. That's crap. Why would you want to come out there? Yeah. Why would you want to come out there as a declare yourself to C as a man? Why would you want to play in the C League? Knowing that there's the best competition out there.
The prospect declared elite in fall 2015, bro. It's been 5 years since any team has declared elite. 5 years.
I agree, and there's some teams that sit in the A, like, and I'll call them out. Phillips Stakes, teams that should move up that will never move up unless they're forced to.
But at this point, it doesn't matter if you moved up.
Which is why I like what he did. He did what he did.
Changing the playoffs like that doesn't matter if you move, if you decided to move up or not.
But let's be honest though. Phillips Stakes legit is an 18. So how old is Grosso?
I don't know.
If Grosso doesn't play, it changes the entire dynamic of that team.
Yeah, which goes back to what we were saying earlier. If you don't have a quarterback,
running around
you
throwing
can't
it
win.
to Grosso Jr. If Grosso Sr.'s not throwing the ball, Phillips Stakes is not Phillips Stakes.
Yeah, which goes back to what we were saying earlier.
Because he can play 4 games, and in 5 games he's out.
If you guys have 18 at quarterback, you guys are a completely different team. If Rock Bottom will have TYREE, they're a completely different team.
The other one is CAMDEN.
I agree.
CAMDEN's the only team that has 3
quarterbacks.
Pretty much 3 quarterbacks. 3? I never seen Butchie play at quarterback, but I believe it.
That motherfucker can throw it on the money.
But Ty can throw for Rock Bottom. Ty the rusher, he can throw for Rock Bottom. Now, I might not say that he might hit all home runs, but they still have enough athletes to compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ty can throw the ball. Ty's not
Yeah,
bad.
but an athlete doesn't make a quarterback. That's totally different.
I mean, you shitting me because JT's not a quarterback. He's a receiver in DB.
Well, he does pretty damn good at quarterback. If he's not one, you know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely fits your team perfectly.
Go to sleep.
Yeah,
because
I think y'all got a fucking shot, bro. Y'all really do. Y'all really got a good shot.
We also got Tim that can throw the ball on our team, and we got Narcy that can throw too. We actually got like 5 quarterbacks on our
squad.
Listen to Val
bragging about his riches. Like, oh yeah, we also got this guy and this guy and this guy. Oh yeah, and he can play quarterback too.
Some teams is out here struggling. Okay.
Must be nice.
You can't even get people to show up.
Yeah.
They got backups for their backups for their backups.
That's what I said, man. They do. They got backups for their backups for their backups, man. But it's gonna be an interesting.
We showed up to that Still City game late too, man.
Oh, after you were saying that you don't want to do that shit, bro. You just said that you stopped doing that.
Somebody jinxed that shit too.
Crazy, bro.
They got caught in that ring.
We had like 5 9:00 games in a row, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got the short end of the stick at the end of the season. 9:00 games. You know, before, you know, we had
y'all got caught up
games,
in that
so
marathon.
It's easy for us to
that
get
ring.
Yeah.
3 guys
2 shows ago, Mac said that shit. Back in the day, JT used to come to the games late.
Well, that was because he was with me. We both would come to the games late.
No, I'm saying you jinxed it.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah, you did say that. You did say that like a week ago. Like, yo, we've been coming on time.
Yeah.
I've been clocking in on time.
Doing good since
I've been
coming
doing
on
good.
time.
It changes everything, and it's too late. Nothing
we were late
Saturday
because there was a marathon running outside Williamstown Middle School.
Yo, there really was a marathon running out in front of Williamstown Middle
We
School.
got stopped too. We got stopped
Right.
by the cop and had to wait for them to
I had to turn. I turned around and took an alternate route.
Val, we followed you, bro. If it wasn't for you, we'd have still been sitting there, Val.
Oh shit. Oh, so wait. So y'all must have been in the parking lot trying to get yourselves together, because I got there right before the game started. I was sitting in my car. I got there. I seen the game start.
Listen to this, Val. After we seen you make the Yui, Larry's like, "Don't make a U-turn. Just stay there and wait it out."
Well, nah, because you were behind me, Paris, and they let a bunch of cars go through. So I looked down, and there was not that many people coming anymore. You know what I mean? So
bro, we had
like
a better
3
chance.
minutes.
We had a better chance of waiting.
And I was like, "Fuck that."
Trump to get his second term, bro.
Oh, why are you taking the political? You know you like Trump, bro.
I seen that first car make that U-turn. I said, "Fuck it, I'm turning too."
Yo, the
Yeah,
same
and all
shit
we had to
happened
do
to
was
me.
go around. So it was like less traffic on the other side.
Nah, we didn't.
That main street that we was on, man, it was terrible. When we followed Val though, that joint was clear. But y'all was already in the first drive already with 5 people.
Damn. So what time did you guys get there? Like 9?
I mean, we got there like basically, yeah. Like they couldn't hold on like 2 more minutes, yo. That's what I'm saying, man.
It's 45. When you got 5 people, they're starting right away.
Oh yeah, we started with 5 heads.
Yeah,
some bad
you got 5, they're
the
starting.
prospects, man,
So who started quarterback, Larry?
Greg.
Greg Dick did.
Okay. How did he do? Did he throw a touchdown? Because I know last time he did, he threw a touchdown.
Oh yeah, no, I don't even remember what happened. I don't think it lasted too long before JT and Terry were able to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they scored their last touchdown we saw on just one.
I think it was a 4. He had a 4 and out, and then the defense came on, and right at the end of his 4 and out, that's when Terrace and them ran on the field. And then Teak ran on the field like 3 minutes later.
Yo, he be trying to stretch like it's 10 relays. And we be like, bro, get on the field, warm up on the field, bro.
And you know how them Camden High track guys do. They gotta stretch them soft tissue.
Man, I was a Wilson track dude. I understand, but man, this ain't that right now, bro. We need you on the field.
Man, Wilson track wasn't like Camden High's track, not their men's program.
Yo,
oh no, my coach never lost to Camden High, so I wouldn't know.
What's up?
Larry, do you feel like this is your best shot to win a championship this season?
An elite championship.
An elite?
Not an elite. Yeah.
Not at all, bro.
No?
Not at all, bro. You gotta understand, bro. Like, I look at this as a future thing because, you know, Camden's been together so long, bro. They're a powerhouse. You know, Rock Bottom is the same thing. The prospects average 26 years old, bro. Like, we are extremely young. As long as this team sticks together, man, watch out. Watch out in 10 years. You know what I mean?
And you know what? Terrace Mack said the only thing you guys did was you got JT and Terrace Mack started showing up on time, and you added Knop on as a blocker.
Knop came back.
Knop came back as a blocker or whatever. He said that's really all you did. And Manny. And you added Manny.
Yeah, Manny.
Yeah, and there was one season Kyle and Greg left to play with the Patriots with Jimmy, but other than that, Kyle and Greg have been on the prospects, you know, for years. I mean, years. You know, so we do have a certain core of guys. But yes, with Kenny hopping on from Rock Bottom and us getting Manny, and then Kenny coming back from the military.
And you got that Kenny. Bro, he was huge,
Kenny
bro.
Is huge, man. Kenny is huge. Huge. Oh, man. Absolutely, bro. I mean, he brings a ton.
He's a barber.
To that
I mean,
squad,
some of y'all barbers tip y'all. Go get a cut from Kenny.
He's a barber. Okay.
Yeah, he's a barber.
Yeah, he's got his own spot.
Like your barber chicken.
Shots up Kenny. Okay. So you feel like this is just
top notch.
So you feel like this is just the beginning, this is not, you know what I mean, this ain't all or nothing. This is just the beginning.
Eventually Rock Bottom and
you know, as long as everything, you know, rolls tide, man, as long as everything stays good and JT's, you know, healthy and everything, you know, we're all healthy. We never had really any major injuries, you know what I mean? So life's good, man. Freeze time right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not, you know what? That's awesome for you, man.
We've always rooted against you, but we really don't.
Only when you're playing me, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. I root for everybody, bro.
Listen,
I root for everybody, man. Like, I just like y'all. You guys. I think you guys have a fucking
real shot, like
super shot. Like, I mean, I don't.
What? You said super shot, like they just gonna roll through us.
I'm not, bro. They already beat you.
Talk your shit, Aaron.
We didn't play them. We didn't play them yet.
Talk your shit, Aaron.
Yes, you did.
We didn't play them yet. No, we didn't. We didn't play Prospect.
No, you didn't play King. Right. Come on, Aaron.
It's
Stop
gonna come down
Aaron.
to Jim. It's gonna come back. It's gonna
come
down.
Honestly, it really depends on if we beat Steel City, which we should. If we beat Steel City, then we won't play. We won't play them. We'll play Phillips State.
City, then you guys haven't got no shot.
But if we lose to Steel City, we'll play Prospects. But it ain't gonna be easy.
I mean, you guys should beat. Honestly, you guys should beat.
I mean,
you guys should beat.
I think it'd be easy if you lose to Steel City.
Say what? Say that again.
I said I think it'd be easy if y'all lose to Steel City.
Oh no, we're not losing to Steel City.
It's gonna come down to
you heard it from me first.
Like
I'll have 3 touchdowns versus Steel City.
It's been championship or bust. It's been championship or bust. Like, I'm not worried about.
Nah, it's not a bust. It's not a bust. Y'all real good. That's not a bust.
But that's how they look at it, bro. I mean, they've been on, like, I know, like you said, it's like they're still a young team, but they haven't been together for 15 years, like Camden or fucking Rock Bottom and shit. But I mean,
they missing one. If they consider it, I think they're missing one piece. If they could find a legit quarterback and have JT at wide receiver,
oh shit!
That's a huge difference.
You're saying JT is not
it's a huge difference.
You saying JT's not a legit quarterback?
No, I'm saying he's a great quarterback. He's a good quarterback, not great. He's a good quarterback. I'm just saying it'll give their offense a way better boost.
So what you saying?
They didn't have wide receivers.
JT is a killer quarterback, but JT would love to play wide receiver. You know, that's why he let Ralph come in and play that 1 year, and he let Tom Graff come in that 1 year and play. JT loves wide receiver. So, you know,
so you
like
agree,
I said, as long as
Larry?
he can stay healthy, man. Yeah.
Dude. The best I've ever seen the prospects is with JT at quarterback.
I'm not even going to say no, because they were pretty good with Tom Graff.
They weren't better than this team.
We watched them play. No, they weren't
better than this team.
They weren't better, but we did watch them compete against Rock Bottom. They almost won.
They were good, but they weren't better than this team.
No, they weren't better.
They weren't better than this team.
Tom Graff off 3 times.
Yeah. Remember that game, Aaron? That was with the Braves. Don't forget it, son.
Don't forget that game.
Yeah, we did handle Tom Graff.
It's true, man. I do think JT's having his best. I think this is the best year the prospect has ever had. It's because of JT. But, man, you know, JT is 26 years old. He is maturing
and everybody
as a man
else.
right now.
Everyone's
you know?
clicking.
But just think about it, bro. Just think about it. Like you guys have like this different energy about you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not.
You're not the same old prospects.
It's not.
I feel like Steel City has the old prospects energy. Like they kind of like
their defense did get better. Their defense is great.
What, Steel City?
Yes. You don't think Steel City dropped out a tag or two?
Yeah. I think that's MACK though.
I don't know what it is because I don't really know Steel City. But Steel City
I think that's MACK.
Something.
I think that's MACK.
They're missing something. They're missing something.
I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing about
it. Because they're missing something that they used to have that made them up there as the top 1, 2, or 3 competing for the championship that they don't have this season. They are not going to be competing for the championship.
They are missing 2 wide receivers.
Them not having Tyson is huge.
Okay.
You know, because they have no vertical threat. Don't get me wrong, I love Money to death, but like other than him being 6'4", there's no vertical threat on that team.
Right, right.
And Chris ain't cutting it, right?
Nah, it seems like Money is like their main go-to big play guy.
Wait, hold up. Chris ain't that vertical threat that he thinks he is.
Chris had one.
I mean, bro, besides a couple,
that was
bang plays early in the game, bro. Steel City didn't do anything against us, man. I mean, I can't remember any big plays.
I agree.
They said they scored in the first half and didn't score again until overtime.
Damn. It was off mistakes, man. They got us early.
And even, look, and this is what I'm saying, even on that overtime touchdown, Chris was offside. He jumped.
He did. Yeah, he did.
JT shouldn't have gave up.
Yeah, but JT was saying that that's a flag, and they never threw it. And he just he did just give up because he thought it would have been a flag.
Well, he also got here. I got a great situation. So you guys went to overtime with them. So what if we not manhandle, but what if we beat Steel City by 14? Then what's
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
He's feeling his oats right now.
Like this is what I'm saying. This is what you keep failing to realize. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, that'll be a great win for you guys. But this is also the same prospect team that just lost to Phillips State by 9, and then they went and beat Rock Bottom by 10. So that doesn't mean we're automatically the champions. We still got to play football, bro.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, bro. It would be good, but like.
Wait, Steel City beat Rock Bottom?
No,
we did.
No, the prospect did.
We lost to Phillips State by 9, and then we beat Rock Bottom by 10.
Oh,
we went and tied the fucking Steel City. It don't matter what y'all do you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what y'all do the week before, bro. It's that Sunday when it's playoff football.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's true.
Who?
Besides us, who gets played this week?
Prospects.
Oh, Panthers.
Who prospects?
Yeah.
Ralph and the Panthers.
Oh shit! Okay.
Ralph and then you guys.
Okay. All right.
And Ralph has been on fire since you took him out the corner.
Yeah. Sean wants a piece of you guys, man. Like he really can't wait to play y'all. So
he'll be here anyway, anyhow he can.
He can't wait to play y'all.
He's gonna get picked off like crazy.
Right now.
I mean,
hey, just so you know, for the record, man, when Ralph was the prospects quarterback for that one Cinderella season, we took down Sean. I think he was the Papalis that year, but we took Sean down with Ralph at quarterback, man.
I believe
Must
it.
be remembered.
I believe it.
Sean's not having his greatest season ever.
But he
That's
can't
when
wait,
we were
man.
the prospectors, right, Larry? Prospectors.
Oh, Ralph, yeah. Remember? Yeah. But, Ralph, you do remember that, right, man? I was playing center for you that entire game, blocking E-Tree. The entire game. Oh, and I loved it,
I remember we lost to Steel City. We won for 2, and we lost. We would have played rock bottom for the championship. I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yep. It was close. Yep. Oh,
I would have lost that game, though. I can't beat TYREE. I would have lost. No.
You'd have lost or you'd have gave up there, Ralph.
Nah, Ralph.
I would have took it down, and I probably would have dove in the end zone and would have got tugged right before the ball.
He would have made sure. The game ended at a tie.
That's right. And no overtime. 1 overtime. That's it. I don't care if it's a championship. That's it.
Yo, I don't think anybody's giving the Panthers the respect that they possibly deserve. Can you guys?
I give them respect, bro. Last time we played the Panthers, man, came down to the last play of the game. Ask Ralph. Ask
what? Like a 5-6 game win streak? What are you on?
Wow, we got lucky with the schedule. The first 3 games, I don't think the Panthers had a quarterback, and we played CAMDEN. We played the Ravagers and the Ball Hogs or whatever they're called. And then Jeff decided to put his JV team out there. I guess he felt bad, and then we play Prospectors and Rock Bottom this next 2 weeks. So I'm watching film right now, and I'm ready.
Film, not film.
Film.
We're playing the Prospectors and the Rock Bottom.
Yo, man. I think you guys, as long as you have your guys show up, man.
If they're on time, yeah. Yeah, because that seems to be their issue, too. Like, you got TYREE and everything. If everyone shows up on time, I think they'll be all right.
Nobody shows up on time. What, are you kidding me?
I think everybody's overlooking you guys.
Yes. Oh, my God, Panthers.
I'm not saying you guys can win the elite championship, but you can definitely win the A. I mean.
Yes.
I think you definitely.
I think everybody kind of wrote the Panthers off like down with the Savages
because we've seen such horrible football from them in past seasons.
They didn't have a quarterback for the first 3 games.
Yeah, first 3 games if you didn't have a quarterback. I told you it takes me 3 games to warm up. You didn't listen.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, Ralph, you definitely did say that, bro. And you know what? Applaud him. Applaud Ralph right now, bro. That was. You called it, bro, and you've been on fire ever since.
You took him out the corner.
I'm just disappointed in you because I picked you on my fantasy team and you gave me a 0, bro. Like,
oh wow.
When was that?
It was week 2.
I think so. Before they had a quarterback.
No, it was week 1 when you got smoked by the Ravagers and you didn't do very well, bro. Like the Ravagers screwed you.
That's when he put him in the corner.
And I was like, I can't believe this guy.
Listen, you're wrong. I threw 4 touchdown passes to them guys. Kidding me?
Yeah, you did.
Jeff, you should have got some points for that, man. I gave them guys 28 points, man.
4 touchdowns to them.
Yo.
I think Aaron has 12 of them too.
No. That was disappointing. But listen, man, seriously, I think you guys really got a shot. Like I think the Ravagers are like sleeping on you, seriously. Because they think
we're not sleeping.
Somebody's going to get upset.
Our defense definitely not sleeping.
That's right. Somebody's going to get upset.
Somebody's got to lose.
Somebody is going to get upset. It's going to happen. It's bound to. Guaranteed.
Well, I think the 4 and the 5th. Who comes in 4th? Who comes 5th? That's a big game right there. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be you guys and Phillips State.
All right.
Oh shit!
Now 4th and 5th is Rock Bottom and GC Irish right now.
Yeah, it's GC Irish and Rock Bottom.
Right. Rock Bottom's 4, GC Irish is 5th.
And then the Prospects. That's if the playoffs started today.
Then the Panthers are 6, Ravagers 7.
That probably won't. If you look at the schedule, it'll
definitely change.
Yeah.
It'll definitely change. But
yeah, absolutely.
Camden versus Steel City in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Camden versus Steel City in the first round.
Prospects versus the Ravagers.
Ravagers versus Prospects.
Stakes versus the Panthers.
Go ahead.
And Rock Bottom versus UCRs in the first round.
Now,
bro, that would be interesting, man.
Yeah, it would be. That definitely would be. Because if Steel City pulls an upset,
and put Camden in the A, or the Ravagers pull an upset and put the Prospects in the A.
we pull an upset.
Yeah, right.
Phillips Panthers? I mean, Ralph could be, moving on up, bro.
Panthers pull an upset.
I would bet fucking money that. I would bet money that.
You bet money that what?
I would bet money that the team. I would bet money that Camden would smash Steel City, and the Prospects and the Prospects beat. Yeah, and the Prospects would smash you guys.
Well, I said the Ravagers with Jim. Yes, the Ravagers with Scott. Maybe it might be a little different.
I think the Panthers would have a better shot of beating Phillips Stakes than anything.
No, I don't know. The Ravagers with Jim. Prospects are going to win. The Ravagers with Scott. It's going to be a good fight.
It'll be a different story.
Scott's team
is
over.
A different story. I know, but I'm just saying it would be a different story.
And I think Rock Bottom would demolish GCR.
Is it because he goes twins and then he sends a receiver in motion and makes somebody run the 5 and out, and someone run the corner, and someone run the post? Is it because of that?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He's too predictable.
Damn. Yo.
I mean, everybody knows everybody plays. Come on now, everybody knows it.
Yeah, right. Bro, Prospects must call plays.
No, I didn't say I knew you plays, but I know Steel City. Steel City don't do nothing but crossing routes and deep ends, and once in a while they do a pro shot.
But everybody knows Scott.
Yeah, everybody knows Scott.
Everybody knows Jim.
Yo, I went to the Yo, you guys ever check out the bathrooms at the field?
No.
I seen Scott's plays on the stall in the bathroom.
Written in Sharpie.
They're written on the wall and shit in there. Like, oh, these are Scott's plays.
Everybody knows
You're
gonna leave my quarterback alone. They're gonna leave my quarterback alone.
But
nobody seems to stop it though. Nobody seems to stop it though.
I think, come on, please, Jim. I think Jim is the X factor here. You said the weak link.
I said the weak link. Yes, I think Jim. I think
Jim's the X factor.
No.
Jim's not an X. Jim has a good game.
Jim's not an X factor.
Jim can beat anybody with the talent that the Ravagers have.
But it's going to come down to Jim's confidence in himself. That's what it's going to come down to.
I got Jim.
If you can get Jim out of his own head before and stop telling himself that we're going to lose because they're elite. We're going to lose because they're elite. He's been telling himself that all week. So you're going to lose to Steel City because he's already been telling himself.
No, me and Jim been talking all week. Jim's good. Promise you.
All right, I hope so, man. Because if you guys beat Steel City, then that pretty much puts Steel City in the B.
You could.
I promise you, we will beat Steel City. I promise. I'll put money on it. I'll put $10 on it.
Chris Bird might have something to say about that. Chris Bird Jr. might have something to say about that. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Nobody on Steel City can stick me.
I fucking love Chris.
Easy.
Chris said he was going to he's sticking you this week.
Yeah, Chris is shut.
I can tell you what though, man.
Chris
is going to shut
Steel City
you
brings
down.
that muscle, man.
Nah. Me and Money. It's going to be me and Money. For me
I seen Chris shut down Aaron before in practice.
Too.
No, you did not.
I did. I saw it. I've seen it.
This is going to be Aaron and Monty and Chris and Sean. Chris is going to shut down Sean.
Yeah, that's the matchup. That's the matchup.
Yeah. Chris is going to shut down Sean.
Yeah.
Chris is going to shut down Sean.
Nah.
Highly doubt it. Bro, it's going to come down to the trenches, bro.
Chris is just
Steel City's one of the biggest teams in the
Chris
league.
is good on defense.
I know it definitely is going to come down to the rushes, but it's also going to come down to
and John's a rusher, bro. And I love John, bro. That's my guy, but he's not.
No.
He's not a great rusher.
No.
But we have good DBs though. We have great DBs.
You can't cover forever. So who's Monster Mike going to cover? Who's Monster Mike going to cover?
They don't
Monster Mike can cover a lot of people.
Actually, Monster Mike can cover.
Monster Mike can cover Money.
No, he can't. He's too short.
Yes, he can.
He's too short.
That don't mean shit. You know that don't mean shit.
Money's gonna cover you. Money's gonna cover you.
Chris is gonna cover Sean.
Chris is gonna cover Sean, and it doesn't matter who covers K Sizzle or anybody else on your team.
Yeah, after that.
Because Jim's a 2-man show, bro. That's what it is. It's just.
And if you listen, he'll call Aaron.
Yeah.
Sean. Before he throws it to you.
Yeah, but then.
Yep.
Yeah, but. And I gave Money a touchdown in the playoffs. You remember that?
Money's gonna shut you down. Money's gonna shut you down. Chris is gonna shut down.
I'm not Reese.
Yeah. Whoa. What's that all about, man?
Money shut Reese down. He ain't shut me down. Remember
you had 6 touchdowns that game. But Scott didn't throw him the ball, bro. It doesn't matter. We won the game.
He was shut down.
Yo, bro, hold up. Aaron, stop it, bro. You dropped the touchdown with 6 seconds left, and we almost lost that game because of you. Let's not lie.
Did.
All right.
Nah, but it's going to be a good game.
For being
it's going to be a good challenge for me, too. It's going to be a good game.
Yo, you guys can beat
Aaron's
Steel City. You guys can beat Steel City, bro.
Aaron's going to call out this week.
Just put them out of their misery.
Out this week.
No, I get it.
Put them out.
Yo, I'll give you
3 touchdowns. I'm going to have 3.
Let me give you all a tip, though. When you do kick returns, make sure you stand at the very back of the fucking end zone because that guy's got a boot.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Was it sneakers or shoes?
It's you, Rock Bottom, and Camden. I mean, not you.
It was the
Rock
big
Bottom,
Dana
Camden,
White,
City.
bald-headed guy was booting on Sunday.
Dana White.
That's what he looks like, man.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Does he have the best leg in the league?
I don't know, man.
I don't, man.
Tyree.
He does, and that's
I
when
think there are other guys.
Camden and Rock Bottom just played.
The best kicker.
They lined up on.
Who's the best? He's definitely the best kicker. You said, Larry.
No, they got this guy named Mark on Steel City, number 23, and he kicks it like a real kicker. And bro, he boots it out every time. But he wasn't kicking on Sunday. It was the big man, and he's got a toe kick, like a straight kick.
Doberman can kick too. Forgot about Doberman.
Oh yeah, he could kick
you
too.
Are right.
Doberman's
kicks were crazy too.
He was booting them out too.
But Tyree
when Camden played Rock Bottom,
kicks too.
Camden's guys were lining up on the very back end zone, and the first guy did it, and then the second kick, another guy came and was like, I see why you be lining up back here because they go out of bounds every time.
Doberman kicked the ball out of bounds.
How many returns was in that Camden Rock Bottom game? I only seen like 1 or 2.
Tyree kicked the ball out the back of the end zone every time I saw.
He did.
Every time.
Bam was kicking onside kicks.
Oh, man.
Every time, yo. That shit was like, I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know. Whatever.
Kicking onside kicks.
Let's go, yo.
So important, though, man.
It definitely is. It's such an underrated part of the game.
You know that because that really affected you in the Camden game was your placement. Well, you only had one.
Nah, it was our fourth down. It was our decision.
You had 2 fourth down conversions, but you had 1 bad kick return.
It was our decisions to fucking. We just gave them short fields, and you can't give Egan fucking short fields the whole.
You can't give anybody short fields.
Nah, definitely not him. Yo. Let's not. Egan played fucking good in that Rock Bottom game too, man. Like he played a pretty good game.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think it did.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
Egan lost to the Prospects in the last 3 times out of the last 4 games.
Oh shit, Larry! Talk that shit, bro.
I'm just saying, 3 out of the last 4 games, man.
You talking about the committee back when he was on committee and shit, right?
Oh, you got
I'm just talking about the man, the QB.
Oh, okay. Ah, man.
Val's awful quiet over there in the peanut gallery.
Damn, Val.
I know. You're usually like, Egan did this and this and this, and Egan's the best quarterback in the league.
Oh, hell, Egan. Yes. What happened to all that?
People lose football games. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So how many championships we got?
Okay.
Ooh.
He's doing the Cowboys thing. He's doing the Cowboys thing.
Wait, how many championships do Camden have?
I don't know.
Well, how many championships?
No, we're not talking. No. We're not talking about Camden. We're not talking about Camden. He said Egan the player, and Egan has multiple championships. So you win some, you lose some, and then you live to fight another day.
Right. I got quite a few of them Jones too.
Bro, can I tell you something real quick? If you look at this, I got like the elite winners of it, the last like probably since 2012, and you got Camden, CNC, committee, Camden, committee. I mean, I'm sure Bam was quarterback in a couple of those, but Egan's probably got 4 elite championships under his belt alone. You know?
Yeah, you just named 3.
He just won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I don't think that's gonna happen this year. Not with the prospects and rock bottom coming for that number 1 spot.
Tyree, how many championships do you got since you've been in the league?
As a quarterback or all together?
Just all together.
As a quarterback.
With your team,
I got
rock bottom.
4.
4. Okay.
4. Damn. Shit.
Get one.
Way more.
Way more than that. I wish I had a C championship. Shit. That's how mine was. This is why I'm moving the hell up.
Move up for what?
Yo,
move up for what?
Receiver on our team.
Cuz, man, I'm tired of this shit. Nay.
I told you to come back home, bro.
We gonna see. You get a quarterback. We see.
What'd you say?
Yeah, man.
We gotta play the Ravagers then. We gotta play the Ravagers. Every Brave I get revenge on every Brave this season. So we gotta play the Ravagers.
Aaron, Scott, John, Monster Mike, yes, they beat you.
I'm about to say, you don't remember that year we beat y'all? When y'all had,
He does.
He might not want to, but he does.
Yeah, Tom Graff. It was Tom Graff.
Yeah, Tom Graff, yeah.
Caught
the touchdown in the back of the end zone over JT.
You picked them off. at Rusher, I believe you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Remember that? those were good old days.
Hitty with the fake rush, drop back. You can see me.
Fire now.
I don't care. Matter of fact, I might. Yeah. What did the Washington Township do? Didn't they get a what's that called? A forfeit without
without a penalty.
Without a penalty.
You should have forfeited the prospect.
I'm gonna forfeit without a penalty. Man. I'm gonna just give them
a
fucking.
Washington Township versus Balboa's, bro. A consolation game. You know, in the playoffs.
Oh, would you say my bad? I didn't hear you. My fault.
No, they should have Balboa's versus Washington Township as like a little championship game for themselves. You know.
No, they're actually contenders in the playoffs. I mean,
they won't play each other. They won't play each other.
The Balboas actually are kind of competitive.
The bottom four teams are going to play each other.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So it's going to be the Braves, the Balboas.
No. That's already said.
Braves,
damn, bro. Y'all at the bottom of it.
And the Savages.
Competing for a seat.
Oh, my God.
How the mighty have fallen.
Mighty? We were never mighty.
Yeah, you were a good contender there.
Yeah, we were just talking shit. We were just winning we won a couple games and talking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Oh, yeah, this is your worst worst season since when?
Oh,
yeah. Since I became the Braves.
Before Randy.
Nah, since Randy. Since we were like fucking the underdogs.
Since before Randy.
Yeah.
Randy's the one that kind of got you a B championship and kind of brought your name out and made people start looking at you guys as a contender. And then you had Scott. And Scott really kind of brought you back up to the A level.
Catapulted us.
And Sean kind of just made you guys really known. Everybody knew who the Braves were. It was Sean. And then
now, look at us now.
Now you're back in at square one.
We're at the fucking.
It's like the Braves versus Monsters, week one of your first season all over again.
We look like we sleep out in front of the bus station. We suck. Fucking scrubs.
We've all been there, man. Every one of us, bro.
Fucking horrible, man. Just bad. I can't put the team that I envisioned and put together in the beginning of the season together. I haven't had my whole entire team that I envisioned together at all this year. So
except for week one.
Nah.
Yeah.
Still didn't have everybody.
E3 wasn't there. Kool-Aid was there. Maurice was there. Knop left early. Coop left early. E3 wasn't there, though.
Guys are leaving at halftime, and it just fucking sucks, man. Whatever, man. It's not our year. It is what it is. And Sean fucking moved to North Carolina. It makes it worse.
It's like a kick to the pocket when you got, people not showing up and you're losing on top of it.
It's all good. But, I'm the media now, so it doesn't matter to me, man. I'm fucking
you might just record all the games. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm just fuck it. But whatever. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about these playoffs. I think the prospects, rock bottom, Camden, motherfucking. I don't know who that fourth team is that's going to be competing about it. I don't know. Maybe they could lose in the first fucking round.
I'll tell you guys, the Braves play 8:45 and 11:15.
Hold on.
So that 10 o'clock slot is open for video, which is the Prospects and the Panthers, and I don't know who else is playing.
Still City and us.
All right, so you can get Still City, I'll get Prospects, because somebody from the Prospects came up to us. I guess Craig or something.
Wait, they play at 10?
Yeah.
Who do they play?
Panthers.
This ain't the one, though. This ain't the one.
Why not? You think this is a blowout?
You said
Larry?
last time you met Ralph.
No, I don't think it's a blowout. I'm just saying,
You think you're going to lay the smack down on them?
You hear that,
Ralph? You think you're going to lay the smack down on them?
You hear that, Ralph?
Smack down on their candy asses?
We had Keith Jones throwing the ball. It wasn't JT. Yeah, Keith Jones throwing the ball.
Yo, what happened to Keith, yo? Where's he been?
Keith wasn't able to play this year. He had a death in the family. So.
Oh shit. Yeah, because I noticed. I forgot about Keith. He ain't been out there.
Keith is definitely dedicated to him.
Shit. Okay.
Keith is a part of the team strictly for talking shit purposes.
Yeah, he was definitely a shit talker.
Was that the heavyset guy that one year? He had all orange on.
I don't want to call him heavy.
I don't think so.
Not heavy.
He wasn't really heavy set. He is a chunky vegan, though. I told him he's the chunkiest vegan I've ever seen in my life.
Chunky vegan.
Chunky vegan. How can you be a chunky vegan?
Chunky vegan. Yo. Yo. Man, that's how I see it. It's going to be Camden, Steel City. No, Camden, Rock Bottom, and the Prospects. But I don't know who that fourth team is going to be in that war with y'all. Hell no.
Panthers are Phillips Stakes. Well, it really depends on this next game, bro. I told you. It really depends on us beating Steel City, because that jumps us over top of Panthers, because we'll have a tiebreaker if they lose these two games.
But, all right, I guess. I don't know what's up with Phillips Stakes, but I'm not Phillips Stakes, I'm sorry. But Steel City, but whatever. What if it's the Panthers?
Could be the Panthers.
Ralph, you rocking like that, bro? You going up there? You going to Slay Dragon, bro?
You gonna let the Prospect do each on attack?
You going to Slay Dragon, bro? You going up there to?
I mean, he's got a fucking chance, man. And what a way to end his career with another fucking elite championship.
That would be fucking crazy.
No.
That would be unbelievable, actually.
Mind, bro. It's the mind, bro. Like the way he draws up plays. Like even when I remember him being a prospect, man. And just some of the plays he drew up. Now the arm strength may not be there, but the fact that we were able to compete with the 10-yard throws, the 20-yard throws, and we will still be in games. It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
He watches them films.
He gave a spot to JC. It wasn't like he wasn't capable of throwing. He just I don't throw deep anymore. Like you guys are a vertical team.
Yeah, that's the one thing he's never denied that. I don't throw more than 10 yards.
Yeah, I mean, bro, the fact of the matter is, I mean, I wouldn't have told Ralph to stop. Ralph probably would have been back the next season,
Right. Yeah. Damn. I can't fucking wait. So what else we got left?
I still think Grosso was my favorite quarter. I take Grosso.
Really?
I love JT. JT's my. But yes. I had the most fun at a receiver when Grosso was my quarterback.
So you agree that JT's better as a receiver than a quarterback?
Well, JT is just a freak athlete. So where it would take, where he wouldn't have time to throw, he could buy times with his legs, and then you're running around. He's throwing the ball 6 yards down the field. That's what made JT so much different than a lot of other quarterbacks. But as far as legit quarterbacks, yes, you would take a Grosso. Yes, you would take a TYREE. Yes, you would take, other quarterbacks that are legit quarterbacks. JT's not a legit quarterback. Freak athlete.
Yeah. All right. And then we're gonna finish up on this. I'm gonna ask each person if they want to answer. You don't have to choose it. You don't have to answer it if you choose not to. But if we were doing the top three, if this league had an MVP race
on each team,
or not each team, just
in
the league, from what you saw of which games,
who would be MVP
who do you
right
think
now?
are the top 3 MVP candidates in this league right now?
TYREE.
JT.
All right, I'll give you my 3.
Hold on. Let's
3.
All right, Aaron, let's start with you, Aaron. Go ahead. Give me your 3. Give me your 3 guys.
JT, TYREE, JT, TYREE, and Grosso.
Grosso, okay. TYREE, if you want, I know you don't have to put yourself in it or who you think, but go ahead, TYREE. Who you think?
I have this definitely JT. Probably Ralph, because he won't be nowhere without him. And
True. Yo, bro, I was thinking the same thing, but go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
And I don't know. I guess I don't know, because the teams are weird this year. Like it's like a it's like no one's really like standing out. Like, everyone's just playing like average football. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Outside of like the people that we all name, but
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to say TYREE, as an MVP because it's obvious. But I mean, bro, if you guys want to talk about like names that aren't talked about as much, and even including that JT,
unsung heroes. Unsung heroes.
Yeah, you guys talk about Delaney McKinnon
D-Mac.
from the Prospects, D-Mac, and Grosso, his son. I mean, that kid is an MVP. Yeah. I mean, he's making some crazy catches out there.
My top 3: TYREE, JT, and D-Mac.
Okay.
Like D-Mac, even when we didn't have D-Mac against Phillips Stakes, that showed that D-Mac was not there. Showed that D-Mac was not there. D-Mac comes back next week against Rock Bottom. D-Mac has 3 picks.
Different team. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Val, what you say? What say you, Val?
Oh, and you can't forget about Reese, y'all. You can't forget about Reese because I got news for you. I watched Reese play in pads on Sunday, and, dude, that guy can play. That guy can fucking play.
He is a monster out there. If he could only just shut his mouth, all-star. If he could just close his mouth.
Yeah, I know.
We're not beating him down.
Larry,
We're not. He's young.
How are you saying that and they lost 21-0?
Wait. What's going on, bro? You're talking about the
How are you saying that and they lost 21-0 on Sunday?
Because with that type of football, bro, that's not the NFL. It is hard to make passes in that league because the rush comes so quick with a weak line. But, bro, every time the ball went to Reese's fingertips, believe me, bro, the guy did something with it, man. He really did.
Okay.
But, I mean, it shows in the All-Star League. I'm just saying, I don't want to get into the pads thing. I'm just saying, Reese shows it in the All-Star League just as much.
He does.
I mean, it's hard to pick him.
Val, who you got, bro?
All right. Well, I mean, everybody did the obvious offensive things, so I'm just going to be an oddball and go defense. And I'm going to say the guy Sean from the Panthers that plays corner for the Panthers.
Nice.
I think Sean is a hell of a player.
Shut down.
No, he didn't.
I think Sean is a hell of a player. And I like Tim on my team. I mean, our team has a lot of good players, but Tim is a hell of a fucking – he makes a big difference. You know what I mean? He's playing back there. You know what I mean? He makes a big difference. And I hate to say it, but I like to say Craig, too. Craig makes a big difference.
He does.
He makes a very, very big difference.
Yeah, I forgot about Craig. God damn it.
Craig is fast.
And I want to give an honorable mention. Can I give an honorable mention on defense?
Go ahead.
I want to give an honorable mention to Larry.
Oh, man, you great.
The 50-yard rusher.
The 50-yard rusher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, bro.
This season is that Larry comes from 30 yards back to rush.
It works.
Yeah.
It's scheme.
I mean,
it's scheme,
whatever
bro.
you're doing, you made people. People took notice of it, and a lot of people mentioned it.
It works. Terrace, what's your official picks, Terrace?
I told you JT, Ty, and D-Mac.
Okay.
You got Larry.
Cheeks, what's up, bro? You hear who you got, Cheek? Cheek, he there? No, he's there.
Probably fell asleep.
He's probably sleeping. All right.
Fell asleep on the phone.
All right, Larry, what's your official picks?
You know, I'm gonna go the unsung, bro. I'm gonna go D-Mac. I'm gonna go Nick Grasso, and yeah, I mean Val makes a good point, bro. That the rusher Craig, that guy's amazing, dude. He really is.
Yeah.
And you know that's not going away from TYREE and the top guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. All right, Ralph. What we got with you, Ralph?
I'm gonna go with of course TYREE, JT, and I was gonna say the same thing. Camden's rush. Camden's rush is unbelievable. It's a game changer. You know, I mean they got a great defense, but they know how to play. But their rush changes the game.
The boys.
So, yeah.
All right.
Both who's the other one that rushes?
AP.
I guess his name wrong.
Not
JP,
PJ,
right?
Not PJ. JP. There you go.
JP. He's tall. I mean, they were rushing against me. That was pathetic. He was tall, and the other kid. Oh, it was brutal. So, I think that them two are just when them two play. It's tough. I can't see. If you beat them, God bless you. With them two coming at you.
Okay.
Who you got?
Me?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the status quo.
Dylon.
Shut his mic off. Dylon. MTV Cribs / Chappelle Show. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go with.
Need you to walk to Glassboro and get me a sugar cookie.
Yo, that's funny, yo. I just watched that shit today, dog. Wow, that's weird, yo. How the fuck do you know that? That was on TV today. I'm going with TYREE, JT, and man.
God damn, bitch, this ain't Jeopardy.
I think I'm gonna go. I mean, just because they're with such a high record and it has, nobody expected them to be there. I'm gonna say Ralph, man. No, this ain't capping or nothing like that, bro. I'm gonna say Ralph, bro. I'm gonna say Ralph, bro. Like, I mean, what the guy said he has on his team.
Ralph proved his GOAT status this season.
What the guy said he has on his team, I don't think they should have that many wins. And and they do.
I hate how y'all discredit. Those guys. Like, you got some good players on the team, man. Y'all really
do.
Man. Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
they really do. Like,
they do.
Yeah.
People see the Diz and the Chuck and the older guys and just kind of buy it, but they got some good guys on that team, man. They can win and they can win any given Sunday.
Absolutely, but it all starts with fucking Ralph, bro.
Yes, it does. Whether he's playing softball that week or not.
I'm just saying.
It's gonna be right. It's gonna be the same when we lose those guys, man. Like Diz and Big, even Ralph. I mean, I hope Diz is a part of this league somehow, even as a ref. I mean, he loves the league. You know?
He does. He definitely does.
We need Hall of Fame.
I don't know anybody who loves the league like Diz does. Diz loves this league.
We need a All-Star Touch Football Hall of Fame, man. But that's in time. But those are my picks. Those are my picks. So
yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
Of course, I'm going quarterback because I think quarterback's the hardest position to play. And I know you guys want to give like guys like rushers and things like game changers, but they're not quarterback. Quarterback is so hard to play, and to win 5 games in a row, 6 games in a row is tough in this league, man. It just is. 7 games in a row, it's just tough, and those guys deserve the credit that they get, man. So that's what I'm going with.
I'm gonna pick mine. I'm gonna have to go. I'm picking Grasso's son because from what I saw on,
you've only seen him play one time.
But it was
shut her mic off.
He was pretty good from what I did see, though. He had a 9-yard bomb in that one game.
He caught a pass.
TYREE, and then my third pick would have to be Cheeks. Cheeks, he is their big player. You can't say he's not.
He is.
You can't say he's not.
He is. But he is. He definitely is. He's probably got more touchdowns than anybody in the league.
Exactly. He's like the underrated player that nobody looks at. They don't expect him to get open, but he's open every play.
He catches the fucking ball.
He catches the ball every play.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, that's a side note, but the motherfucking 76ers are cleaning house.
I ain't watching the draft, bro.
I've seen that.
Who do they draft?
We just traded fucking. We drafted Tyrese Maxey from Kentucky, the point guard, which is a great draft pickup. And then we traded Al Horford for Danny Green, which cleared up salary cap space. Then we just traded Josh Richardson. We just traded Josh Richardson for Seth Curry.
Ooh, Seth Curry is the one to sleep on. Ooh, yeah. I like that.
Danny Green's a shooter. Seth Curry's a shooter.
No, don't do that. Danny Green is not a shooter. You saw that playoff game.
I think we're going to trade Danny Green again. I think, unfortunately, we're going to trade again.
Val. Bro, I love the Sixers. I'm a diehard Sixers fan. But we got to stop being happy over bullshit pickups like that, bro.
I like
Danny Green?
I like Danny Green.
Bro, Danny Green happy about Danny Green, bro? No. I'm not worried about that. We're probably going to trade him. I'm not happy about that. I'm happy the fact that we cleared the cap space. But I do like
happy
the
about
Seth Curry
Maxey
pickup.
and
bro, there's no way they should have been giving up.
There's no way
I'm giving up a draft, bro. Bro, I'm not giving up a draft pick for a nigga I could have got a cheesesteak for, bro.
Bro, they need shooters, bro. The biggest problem.
What you talking about, Danny Green?
They got rid of JJ Redick, bro. They didn't have any shooters,
bro. But listen, they got rid of.
It don't matter when your center is shooting 40 shots, bro. He don't want to pass.
That's not the point.
He don't want to play in the point.
What are you
doing to shoot if he gonna keep shooting,
bro? They were paying Al Horford $90 fucking million. Now they don't have to worry about paying it. They can go after another fucking free agent.
Bro, and they also paying butt ass Tobias Harris, bro.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that we got rid of Horford and brought in Curry and fucking clear space.
Yeah,
bro. We at the end of the day,
what did I leave this off with? I said the Sixers are cleaning house.
Yeah.
Danny Green's
that's
not
what I
starting.
let it off with. The dumbest decisions in the front office I've ever seen in my life, bro. There's no way
these decisions that they just made was smart.
That was a good move. I think it's a good move. Man.
That's the whole point of what I said. They're cleaning the house. They're cleaning the shit up.
Al Horford.
You drafted a great rookie. You got rid of Al Horford's $90 million, so you don't have to pay this guy $50 million for the next 2 years.
Every time
you can trade Danny Green again.
Marcus Folks, bro.
I think they're looking to get
every time we think we picking up a great rookie, something wrong with that nigga, bro. Marquise Folks, shoulder on retarded. This is all shit happened, bro. I'm tired of it, bro.
Nah, it ain't nothing wrong with Maxey. Maxey's a good pick.
No, ain't nothing wrong with Maxey.
Maxey's not a good pick. Maxey's a great pick,
bro. This nigga had Tourette.
No, Markel. Nobody knew about no damn Markel Fultz.
Bro,
he was not making a splash in the NBA.
What are you talking about, bro?
You know.
This guy Maxey is a real deal, though.
All right.
But we cleared some space. That was just a side note, you know. Motherfucking Daryl Morey come in and start making moves, and that's him and Doc Rivers. It looks pretty.
Yeah,
it looks pretty
bro,
good.
He clears space so he can give the wrong niggas money, bro. That's what he do. Give the wrong niggas money.
Nah,
I think
we should never
find
get
a good ass
niggas
free
money
agent next year.
That's what who do. Daryl Morey, this is first year in Philly. What are you talking about?
Bro, I'm talking about Philly, period, bro. They get the wrong niggas the money, bro. They gonna
it's a
pick
new
up,
guy. It's a new guy in charge.
A regular free agent. They gonna get this nigga the bag, bro.
Yo, who's got that COVID cough in the background?
My bad, yo. I hit the ball, bro. My fault.
All right. Just checking.
Bro.
You better wear a
Al
mask.
Horford getting $95 million from the Sixers, bro. Al Horford, bro, is not worth $95 million. Like, bro, we always pay people that we should not be paying, bro.
He ain't getting it from the Sixers now, and the motherfucker who gave it to him don't got the job no more.
Yeah.
Man, watch.
I get rid of Al.
Embiid's still gonna shoot 50 shots from the three. Fucking Ben Simmons is still gonna not shoot the basketball. Like it's the same shit, bro.
All right, but I didn't get on to say they was gonna win the NBA Finals next year. I just said they clean the house. Damn, you got in your feelings about them. I'm sorry, Terrence.
Bro, they make me so upset, bro. I'm sorry, Val, but they make me really upset.
I understand. I'm a diehard
bro.
fan too. But I mean, they just made some moves. They made some. They
cleaned house. They
moves.
cleaned house for next year's free agency. It's a lot of big names next season for free agents.
Nigga,
if they don't
Jesus
sign.
is putting on a pair of sneakers and play for the Sixers, it is over.
Shit. I like Danny Green. I still like Danny
West,
Green,
bro.
yo. I do.
Bro,
I like
the East
Danny
is
Green.
the West now, bro.
Danny Green ass, bro. I'm sorry.
Bro, if Danny Green was nice, LeBron would have never got rid of that nigga, bro. How you come off a chip and get bounced?
Because that nigga missed that wide open ass 3-pointer.
I mean, that's
exactly,
one
bro.
shot,
He's
dog.
not
How many
nice,
shots, bro? I seen him make big
when he
shots
should have
with
passed
San
it.
Antonio.
Man,
Big
that
shots
shot was wide open.
So
you was
what,
signed
bro?
for that. That one shot.
Bro, I
he was
seen you
signed for
drop
that one
a pass
shot.
wide open, dog. It happens.
Yo, Slim.
Yo.
Like Danny Green, players like Danny Green are like kickers. You only get brought in to do one thing, bro. Shoot the ball. That's all you nigga. You can't put the ball on the floor. You don't got to play no defense. Just sit at the line and shoot the ball. And you don't even do that great, bro.
But that's what we had. But it showed this season when that when we didn't have J.J. Redick, bro. Like J.J. Redick was that guy that could make wide open threes. So,
bro, no, it shows because they play 4 on 5, bro.
Green.
Bro, we are playing 4 on 5 every game, bro, because you got a guard that refused to shoot, bro.
Yeah, bro. They need to address Simmons, bro.
I got my. I mean, we could talk hours on that. I got my opinion on that because he's more efficient if he doesn't shoot. Think about the assists that he gives out, though. If the guy's averaging 10 assists a game, that's 20 points. If he gives you a smarter shot, a better situation.
Bro,
now, it's some shots that he should shoot, but the reality is although he's 6'10", he's a true fucking point guard. Nobody talked that shit when Jason Kidd was doing it. Nobody talked that shit when Jason Kidd was doing it.
Wow,
nobody thought that shit when Rondo won a championship in Boston and didn't shoot the ball.
True.
I mean, he should shoot the ball more, but the reality is he is an all defensive player. He's good in 4 out of 5 fucking things. And you'll take that if you got 4 other people that can put the ball in the basket. And if you can get them a more efficient shot.
In shooting, I think.
But the Sixers don't have 4 other people that can put the ball in the basket, bro. You got Embiid that shoots majority of.
They didn't have this year, but that year they were one bounce. They was one bounce. They was 3 bounces away from going to the fucking finals. Like, you know what I mean? It shit happens. The league is all great athletes. I mean, but the reality is they can win playing that type of basketball. So I mean, I'm a little biased because I'm a Ben Simmons fan, but at the same time, like, he does have to shoot more. But at the same time, like, he's an efficient player in other areas. If this guy was averaging 7 points a game and 4 rebounds and 2 assists, then yeah. But the guy is damn near averaging a fucking triple double.
Bro,
he's a fucking all-star.
I'm not too concerned about triple doubles, bro. Westbrook was averaging triple doubles and they still sucked.
The dude was averaging triple doubles and they was 3 bounces away from going to the fucking finals.
Bro, at the end of the day, there's no way my center is shooting more shots than my one, bro. I'm sorry. Like shots.
In today's NBA, what you mean? Whoa,
bro,
what you mean? Jokic shoot more threes than
entirely too much shots, bro.
Only one other person on Denver shoots more threes than Jokic. But come on, it's the modern day in the NBA.
Is, bro.
The Sixers offense ain't made like that.
Embiid should not be shooting threes, bro.
That's the way the offense is designed.
Bro, not when he gets 50 in the paint,
That's coaching.
Bro.
That's coaching, though.
Bro, it's not, bro.
That's the reason why Brett Brown is no longer the coach.
All right, we're going to see this year.
Couldn't contain that.
It's coaching, man. Like, if the coach allow him to be out there and they set the offense up to be out there, then that's what he's going to do. They said it was an issue with spacing between him and fucking Ben, but the reality is they won 70% of their fucking games with them 2 on the floor. It's just a style of basketball. It's ground and pound. It's just like in high school when a team that ain't got nobody over 6'3" ends up in a fucking championship, and you're looking at it like, well, what the fuck? Because it's the system. If they out there playing hard and everybody is getting 10 points, 5 people, 6 people get 10 points, average score in a high school game is fucking 55 points. And they playing against a squad that got a guy that's averaging 30. He going to give you 30, but the rest of the squad is giving you 2 and 3. And you know what I mean, this dude giving you 10 turnovers. I mean, it's all about the system. It's just like with football. You got to do what you got. You got to use what you got. But, I mean, I didn't like Brett Brown as a coach. I didn't think he knew what to do with those players that he had. Along with, I don't think Elton Brand was that great of a fucking GM. I think he was just a placeholder.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But they made some moves. They bought a new GM in. You know what I'm saying? They brought a new coach in, and this coach is a headstrong coach who's going to get what he wants. He's a flashy car, and if he say he wants something, they're going to give it to him. He ain't Brett Brown where you're going to sit here and fall on his throat and take 300 losses before you actually get a winning team. No. Brett Brown might not get a head coaching job ever again based on the fact that he got 400 fucking losses. But half of them losses was because he had to tank. Doc Rivers ain't taking no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these marquee coaches ain't taking no shit like that. So they turned over a new leaf, and maybe Ed Harris and all of them allow these guys to take this car and go over the speed limit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Yo.
If Austin Rivers ends up in a Sixers uniform, I'm smacking the shit out of Doc Rivers. He got to stop bringing.
I hope that don't happen, man. Yeah, I hope that don't happen.
Ain't that his like nephew? Yo, guys,
that's his son.
Oh shit.
Yep. It's his son.
Yeah.
Oh, he got Austin Rivers. Oh, why was I thinking Curry? Shit, my bad. Yeah, that's stupid. He traded for his son. Stupid shit.
Bro, everywhere he go, he get his son, bro.
I was thinking Seth Curry, not Austin Rivers. My fault. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Seth Curry.
Yeah, but I like Seth Curry on Philly. I like that.
Oh, so it is Seth Curry.
Yeah, he said Seth.
Yeah, Seth Curry.
Seth, his little brother.
Oh, it's Seth. It's
from the Mavericks.
Right? No, it's his son-in-law, right?
Steph Curry and Steph Curry are brothers. Doc Rivers. But Doc Rivers does have a son named Austin Rivers.
Yeah.
No, but I think Seth Curry is dating Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers' daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. They're brought in his son-in-law.
Yes, his son-in-law.
Oh yeah, he did this.
But yo, I gotta end the show, guys. Yo, thank you guys all for calling in. Who all called in? Where's that list at?
TYREE, there's MACK, COWGILL, Aaron.
Shout out to Aaron, Val, there's MACK, Cheek, Larry, Ralph, Johnny,
Dirty Mark, and COWGILL.
Thank you guys all for calling in. Yo, I'll see you guys all Sunday, man. Thank you guys, man.
Have a good one. Later.
All right, man. I'll see y'all.
See you guys Sunday.
Yeah.
We want to do our thing. Subscribe to the channel. That shit.
I don't know how much of that even got picked up, truthfully.
Alright.
It popped up like, your episode is over. I was just letting them go because they could hear each other, so.
Oh, fuck. I knocked the fucking headphones out again.